Welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast. Today we're going to be creating over 30 new Pokemon evolutions across every single generation. My name is Dusty Yogo. Today we are with the Lumiose Post.
Merry Christmas.
And Soul Silver Art.
What's up?
Lumi, give us the rule set.
We're going to start with Gen 1 all the way up to Gen 9. If we got one Pokemon from each gen that could get an evolution, we're going to say it, talk about it, our ideas for what that could look like. It all started with a little tweet I posted up on the Twitter, or X now, excuse me.
The things that I like the most about new Pokemon games is the idea of like a cross-gen evolution. Gen 9 gave us so many cross-gen evolutions. So I'm looking forward, and I would love to see some of these Pokemon get some additional attention in Gen 10, Gen 11. I honestly think some of these on my list are actually going to happen. That's kind of how confident I am in some of these.
It does make me think, like, is this going to continue into Gen 10? Or is this like a Gen 9 thing where they just like we're doing new evolutions for Pokemon this generation? Because I don't know, what was like Sword and Shield, they did do it, but it was only for regional form.
Well, then Hisui, they did it too.
Yeah, true.
I mean, they, at the end of the day, like, they know it's popular, right?
Yeah.
Like, that drums up arguably more hype than a regular, Pokemon reveal lot. Depending on the mon, it really does. I remember, like, this was a regional evolution, but Surfetched, I remember that was, like, the talk. Like, everyone was like, hey. When the rumors were
but
going around. But it was
only an
about
evolution of the Galarian Farfetch'd, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was saying. Like, it's not. These are like proper evolutions, so I don't know what they're gonna do in the future, because then like Gen 7 didn't have any.
I mean, a regional evolution is a
Gen 6 only had
cross-gen evolution, right?
Gen 6 had Mega Evolution though too.
That's true. It did have Mega
Evolution of Pokemon. Like it's like their fourth evolution.
Right.
Yeah. I think regional forms kind of took the spotlight and kind of took the place of these. Where, like, when you think of cross-gen evolutions, it's Generation 4, where all of these old Pokemon, once they were introduced to certain elements or items or locations in Sinnoh, they triggered an evolution, which I think back then functions like a regional evolution, right? So then they made they made a proper regional evolution with Gen 7. And then that's what we've had for a while, but I think now we're back. I think we're back. I think in Gen 9.
What's interesting is they actually did, like, at least in English, they did, like, for Farigiraf, they said that it's like a regional evolution, even though it's not.
They said Girafarig in Paldea can evolve, which implication there would be like outside it can't, but the issue with that is now we have Dunsparce can evolve to Dunsparce and Kitakami, which of course is outside Paldea. And then we know from the data mine of Indigo Disc that Farigiraf is in the Indigo Disc Pokedex. But you could,
these are cross-gen
play devil's advocate, like that's an artificial environment, so they could be.
That's true.
I mean,
I think of it like Mount Coronet triggering an evolution, triggering Magneton into Magnezone, right? But now any sort of electric terrain is going to trigger an evolution. Actually,
now it's just a Thunderstone.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Thunderstone, that's a great evolves Nosepass and Magneton.
I mean, because they're new Pokemon and people want to use them. They're not going to just be like, oh, you can never evolve this again.
Yeah.
Which it kind of sucks for like Obstagoon and I don't know. I guess Surfetch too. Like you can never use them outside of Galar unless you get a.
Well, for the time being.
Well, they can always put like an NPC in that's like they'll trade you. Like in Paldea, there was an NPC in Cascarafa who would trade you a Jotonium Wooper for a Paldean Wooper, so you could still get Quagsire.
I'm wondering, even because we're going even further with this in the Indigo Disc, like we have our Chaladon and apparently a Diplin evolution. Like like they only evolve in Unova, or it's just...
or is that the artificial environment? Because in a way, it really imply like they're evolving. They only evolve in Alola, right? Because the Blueberry Academy's terrarium seems to replicate a lowland environment, since there's a lowland variant.
That's a good point. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into our list, because this, I'm starting to feel like this is gonna be a long episode. I thought this would be kind of fun and quick, but this might feel like a tier list. Yeah.
It might be longer than we think.
So Lumi, this was your idea. This was your concept that you put out on Twitter. So do you want to start us off with Generation 1? Let's start with Generation 1.
My Generation 1, I would say Generation 1. Obviously, statistically, is like the one with the most, I'd say, because like it's the oldest. They're the most outdated. Because another thing too is kind of like with the tier list. I'm sure we all have like our different reasons for why we want something new to evolve.
Yeah.
A big part of mine is design for sure, but also competitive viability. Like Primeape needed Annihilate because Primeape sucks.
Yeah, that's another great example of a Pokemon that got an evolution. And I think, I think it's here to stay.
Do people really use Annihilate now at all?
No, but it tore in Regulation A and B.
It's good.
It was pretty. Mouse
it's
pretty popular.
It's so much stronger.
It's strong. I use it in singles sometimes, and it's very it's very reliable. I mean, it's no Incineroar, Landorus, Therian, but
it's a big upgrade for Primeape, right?
Oh yeah, it's doing more than Primeape was ever doing
for sure. Well, so what's your first
maybe
pick?
in Gym 1? Seaking.
Wait, was Primeape good in Gen 1?
In Gen 1, it might have been. I didn't.
Oh well, in Gen 1 maybe, yeah.
Okay,
I think.
But anyway, Seaking, dude, that's a great pick.
Seaking.
That's my honorable mention.
Seaking is, to me, I love koi fish. There's a little place near us that's like these gardens with a big koi pond, and we like to go there, like get some coffee and go there and walk around. I love koi fish, so I think it would be cool to have Seaking take on like. For one, you do have the king in its name, which that may just be in English, but I think it would be cool to like have like Sea Pyre or something, like make it like an empire. I would say lean more into the koi fish frills.
Sure.
Make it a water dragon. I know that's wild, but water dragon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
That's like a Magikarp, right? The Magikarp.
Yeah.
Lore. I like that a lot.
See, so here, Dusty, you can like go in and just type like, not right now, but you can type like a Seaking evolution or like Fakemon evolution, and it'll like bring up a whole bunch of them. Anyway, yeah, I was going back and forth forever about Seaking because I saw that on your list, Lumi, and I was like, this is a good one. This is a really one that needs it. Before we like go on, I'm just gonna give you like my ideas of like when I was picking these things. I was thinking like, do they need it? Like, how badly do they need it? Also, like, which ones I personally like, So it was tough. There's
your
so
pick
many.
Was wild to me, unless
there's so
changed
many
it since your post.
I actually have changed this one.
Okay.
This is the only one I've changed.
Okay.
I love that freaking Gmax Seaking.
Yeah, this is cool because there are fish, there are koi fish like this or a goldfish where they have these like growths on their forehead. So that would be an interesting element to add. I do like the idea of a dragon type Seaking. For me, I almost want to talk about why these Pokemon like are just lacking. I feel like Seaking its original inspiration, the original Sugimori art, which you can see right here, is actually quite beautiful.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Like you can see how
that's
flowy
why
its legs are.
I love Seaking. It's just, and what's funny too is it actually has a pretty cool ability in Lightning Rod, right? But it just that's still not enough for it.
Like this actually looks like, I mean, it's just the Gen 1 anime, but I actually kind of like how it looks.
Much more. It needs a lot.
In game, it's like it's outclassed by every Pokemon. It's not even that interesting of a fish, I don't think, right? It does it because it's a fish.
It could be though. That's the thing.
Yes,
it could.
It's got. That's the thing. It's literally.
Goldeen has a lot of personality, right?
This is one of the best on my list, I think, just because you look at this Pokemon and you can see the potential, but it's not quite there.
Yeah.
No, it's like dull, but then it could be amazing. I would love see this is I would love evolutions right like this too. I would love evolutions like
where they kind of take a 180.
Yes.
Annihilate did a really great job with that.
That's why this whole like what is it? I was gonna say quest, but this whole like question from Lumi like boggled my mind. You guys don't know how much time I spent on picking my Pokemon. I was like meticulously going through the entire decks and being like, oh, this one could be like this or that, and like I'm not even thinking of just like fully evolved Pokemon, like like Diplin is a great example. Like Applin already has like other evolutions, but it can split into another evolution. So I went through every Pokemon as best I could to like choose mine.
I think
this on like another aspect of the design.
This image right here depicts the ability that Seaking has, Lightning Rod, which I think is really interesting. It is just a koi fish, but it has that Gen 1 horn. I think there's a lot of potential there for it to either have some sort of element that allows it in lore to like actually absorb electricity, or maybe it becomes like Lantern where it actually can control and wield electricity. I'm pretty sure it can also learn Horn Drill and like all these other. What isn't that?
Yeah,
like
Horn
isn't that
Drill,
like a ground
Drill
move?
Run, Mega Horn.
Yeah, like
Drill Run is a
New
that's a ground move. Horn Drill's just normal, I think.
I could see becoming like a dark type, becoming some sort of like Oni fish, right? There's a lot of potential here. Honestly, you're making me appreciate it because when I saw
Water Fire would also be kind of sick, just with the color scheme. They could do something like that.
When I saw Sea King in my list and I was gonna pick, I was like, I'm not picking Sea King because it sucks. But now I want it to evolve.
That's kind of the point. That's kind of the point, though, isn't it? It's like they're kind of like whatever, and you want them to be better, so they should evolve.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
I didn't pick specific Pokemon because I think that some of them would be better with forms instead, because I think that the original Pokemon is too good already. So like Seeking is a perfect example where it should evolve because it's not great. It doesn't need a form that would just make it like a more flashy fish. You know what I mean? It needs something that is like a dead crazy fish.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point.
I will also say too, a big reason I picked Seeking is because I don't think anybody could have anticipated how metal the design of Basilichin was.
So
it's like, what could they do with my other fish? You know,
that's a really good point. I think
ultimately didn't pick it because I was like, what can it actually become? I was just like, can it just be a bigger fish with like a bigger horn? Because I think the horn should be prominent, but
sure.
Then I was like, but now with your ideas, I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah, for me, I'd focus on the frills, make it, because you do want a different, especially if it's going to be water dragon, then it'd be very similar to like you talked about with Magikarp, because that's a koi that becomes a dragon. It's based off that old proverb and all. But with Seeking, I'd say Magikarp doesn't have those frills, so lean in on the frills aspect of it and have it with more of that.
I think Sea King, the reason why I don't like it is because it has dead fish eyes, right?
Yeah, that picture of it right there is like literally a Magikarp.
Yeah, but that's how I imagine a Sea King. So there's no excitement there. Where Sea King just has eyelids, which obviously fish don't have. But like, I like it because of that. Maybe I don't like the lips, but I kind of like the lips because fish have lips like that, right? I think it's got a lot of personality.
I don't mind the lips.
So.
Anyway, we should we gotta go like a little fast.
Sure.
If we do each one like that, we're gonna be.
My last point, though,
not as bad as Brooks.
And this isn't even about a lot of this stuff. Isn't even about Sea King, but I feel like what you said, Soul. I think to kind of bounce off of that, I think what we want to do, I think what is appropriate for a lot of these evolutions, these possible evolutions, is that they don't just do like pull a Pawmi, right, where they just evolve and it gets bigger, right? These Pokemon need to almost they almost need to take like a sharp left turn, right? They need to like change the design so it doesn't invalidate the middle stage, the legacy Pokemon that we're basing these off of, but it actually just kind of expands and that can
I think it depends on the Pokemon. This one for sure.
Yeah.
I think this one for sure that needs to happen.
And
but some of them could just get bigger and more cool,
and it's more there's also a thing here, right? If we like say we want an evolution for Bisharp, we might get King Gambit, which is not as cool as we wished it was, right?
100%.
Because it like they need to limit it and make it quirky enough to function as a Pokemon. So I think that's something also we need to keep in mind, right? We can't just have like everything be
but we can't. I mean, whatever we would think of is not what Game Freak would come up with anyway.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
Well, it's like
I don't know. I think
the Dunsparce.
Once you get the once you like done some of them, you look back and think, oh, that's very easy to kind of come up with. Not that it's lazy, but that's easy to come up with. And Weird Ear, I mean, that's about how I probably would have done a Stantler evolution.
Yeah. All right. So what is your next Soul? What's your next pick?
No, I want you to go first. Did you have one, or was yours Seeking too, or?
Parasect.
You said that was an honorable mention.
Okay,
Parasect?
I'll go with you then because
is that yours?
I'll go with you. Yeah, because look, I'll just tell you
our first cross.
That's good.
I'll tell you my whole story here, which is that I picked Lapras originally because
you like Lapras.
I like Lapras, but I don't like Lapras. I'm like Lapras is the same as Seeking to me in a way, not the same, but it's like it needs more to me. It needs either to look cooler or to have more sharpness. I need something like more to it.
It's
right?
beautiful, man. You can let it be flowy.
How'd you feel about G-Max Lapras?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
I like it
Forgettable.
less than Lapras, than regular Lapras.
Like this is
because
what
all they did was change its back. Like that's it.
Sure.
So I was going with
its face and its neck more like dino-like. I felt.
Yeah. Like give it the teeth. Right.
I like Lapras. Don't get me wrong. I really do like Lapras, but like,
I love Lapras.
It's too kind for me. I need some.
Sure.
No,
that's a good way to put it. It is kind.
I want to please
it's supposed
you,
to be
Sora.
kind.
I know it's supposed to be. That's why I'm like, this should evolve, or maybe like a split evolution, or I guess it couldn't.
See, that wouldn't be an evolution.
Dude, pull a Tyro, give it a baby, and it has an
let it evolve into
too.
something a little bit more rugged.
Now, I'm with you that I want a fierce plesiosaur, like you showed the old Gen 2 beta starter, and I was absolutely.
Sure.
But see, for me, I love the beauty of Lapras being like this graceful, sweet, kind, intelligent
It's a
creature.
friend that you can
especially
ride on.
Like the whole narrative they've done with Lapras in the earlier days too was that it was endangered, right? And I think that's it was kind of a nice like message. Like there's these wonderful, intelligent creatures out there that we are hurting.
Yeah, it's like a dolphin, right?
This one right here, I would prefer 1,000 times more.
This is because it doesn't have ears.
One of the main things about Lapras that I don't like is the curly ear thing.
Oh, I like that.
To me, now I'm not. There's no sexist things here, but to me, Lapras is like strictly female, and I'd like for it to be. It looks like too female to me, and I'd rather it be like.
No shot.
More in the
it's
middle.
So
I have
fierce,
never heard
I've,
Lapras say. Someone say Lapras is strictly.
It's just a little too girly for me. That's it.
Well,
I love everything.
Why
about
can't
it.
You must hate Sylveon?
Oh yes, I hate Sylveon. You didn't see that? There was like a huge tweet that happened. Oh man, I got called everything.
I don't see it as feminine at all. I really don't. I remember
I got called everything, bro, just for not liking a Pokemon design.
1010. You have to
I
love
think
them
it's
all.
so cool. Yeah. I think it's such a cool design. I do agree that there could be a variant, right? Or some sort of like I think base Lapras is great, and again, this isn't even something you picked, so why are we talking about it? But like,
well, that's the whole entire thing. Is I did pick this, and then I was like, you know what? It would be better as a form. It would be better as like a form change that
a
made
regional
it like
form or a cross gen.
That made it different, where its ears were like different.
Yeah.
Can you go to Can you type in like Mega Lapras? Because there's one design that I almost sent to you. I absolutely love it.
I think this is cool.
Oh, these are sick.
I don't really like that one that much, but
that's cool.
Go down a little bit. It's like a different color. I don't know if it'll be here. I hope it is, but
like I think Lapras would be really cool if it got what was I thinking of? Like almost like a blood moon Ursaluna. This one?
No, but
this one I like.
Cool.
This one is so this is what I was thinking. Like how would whatever these designs are, like what elements of the design would change? I think its shell could get a lot. Its shell could develop a lot more, almost like kind of to look like a cloister or something, where it's really jagged. I actually really like this design. The color changes. I think if Lapras had some sort of Blood Moon form where it was, this is the I forgot it even had a G-Max form. I don't think of it singing. This is so weird to me.
Yeah, the G-Max, like, what were they? It's just the shell more than anything. I like the music aspect. I just sent it in the trust. If you want to look at it.
All right.
I don't know if you can find it. But the main thing is I was going with that, and then I ended up. There you go. I freaking love this. This is like a form or an evolution that I would adore.
See, this looks like the same thing to me. It just has a tail.
No, look at the face and
it's
the ears.
Got ice,
and
so it just looks a little bit more fearsome.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what you guys think.
I mean, this is fine.
I like the original more, but I will say I'm a big fan of Lapras. Lapras is genuinely like there was a period of time where Lapras was like top 3 favorite Pokemon.
I do.
Anyway, I think it would be better with like a Mega or something like that. Like
I do agree, a Mega or something would be amazing. I enjoyed using G-Max Lapras. That was a lot.
I like how this design actually
kind of broken.
Yeah. I like how this actually
Sorry for
showcases
we don't know who
ice
the
type.
artist is. I looked everywhere for it, but I don't know who the artist is.
But if you're out there, you did great.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's my favorite Lapras I've ever seen.
Yeah, so basically, we gotta go to Parasect, right? That's my pick. I think Parasect is sick. I think Parasect very obviously needs a ghost type evolution, very similar to Annihilate. And I think I don't know how, like what do I need to even say? Like for those uninitiated or who aren't familiar, Parasect is based on what is it, like a crab or something?
It's a fungus that
it's like a little
it's a little bug
beetle. Yeah, it's a little bug.
Yeah, it's just a little bug. I thought you meant the fungus part.
But that is being it's the host of where a fungus is growing, and this is what is it actually called in real life? Because it's a real life phenomenon where this infection or this fungi.
Yeah, it's not a phenomenon. It's like an actual species.
It's real.
Yeah,
it'll cordyceps or whatever.
Cordyceps, yeah.
Yeah, it seems to resemble a cicada nymph, and the fungus is Tochukaso, which is the Japanese name of the real world fungus Ophiocordyceps sinensis, which is an endoparasitoid that replaces the host tissue and can affect its behavior. It may also draw inspiration from Massospora, which is a genus of fungi that includes species that specifically infect cicadas.
This does look like a parasite. It's got like those little claws. So basically the idea that I have for this is obviously it evolves a step further, right? The first one, Paris, you can see its eyes. It's a living little bug. It's got these little cordyceps on its back, little mushrooms. Then it evolves. Its pupils disappear, suggesting that it's losing consciousness and that the mushroom...
it's gone. I think that's not losing... It did.
Yeah, the mushroom...
Well, it's not dead yet. The evolution would be,
So the evolution would be... I think it would be grass ghost type.
It would be
ghost. The bug dies, becoming a ghost. The grass is represented by the fungi, so it'd be grass ghost type. And it
Which honestly is great because we don't have any grass ghost types.
That's a joke for the people who are listening. Thank you.
I was like in the same camp though, Dusty. So after the whole Lapras thing, I was like, dude, I need Parasect to be the one. Parasect is the one. Like I don't have any bug types actually on my list, and this is it. Like it's like the typical one because
you don't
so
have
many
bug
people,
types on your list.
I know. Well, I think I have one other one actually. But
this is cool.
There's so many people that want this to happen, so it's like predictable, but I don't care. I love it. I need it to happen.
I fell in love with Parasect again when I played Legends Arceus, and I think I've always liked Paris and Parasect. I've used it in playthroughs of Fire Red, Leaf Green. I think it's pretty strong. Learns Spore, Slash, learns a lot of good moves, but like it's such a cool Pokemon now. I love it.
Yeah, it needs this.
It's so unique. It's like uniquely Pokemon.
It's used in Ubers in Black and White.
Wow.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's because of Spore, probably. That's crazy.
Yes.
This is a cool design. This is actually what it is. Ghost grass type. I've seen this before. The artist. This is actually the same artist who did the Lapras. Naiji and Edu maybe they're Chinese. But this is a mega Parasect, which is really cool. A little bit different take, but honestly, this feels like a Pokemon design where most of its body is the fungi, and then you just see like the little face and the dead eyes to suggest that there's really nothing left of the bug.
The husk of its body is still there.
So I think this is really cool. So Soul, do you have any other Gen 1 Pokemon?
Nope, that's it. We can move to Gen 2.
All right, let's see.
Which is Lumi. You can start us.
Yup. So Gen 2, this is 4,000% biased because Gen 2 has a lot of other great ones. But I personally would pick Noctowl.
Yeah, I didn't pick this because of you.
The big jump is that Noctowl would be psychic flying. That's the common thing. But I actually think it would be cool if it was ghost flying. And they kind of did what we talked about with Annihilate. Where, it has these attributes where it's able to see, like, like in the anime, it's shown to see through the illusions of ghosts and stuff. I think it would be cool if instead of it being because of, it being a psychic type, it's actually the opposite. It's because it too has like a connection with spirits.
I love that. I think that's a great pick. I could see them doing something like a little bit left
Bro.
field by picking a type that it isn't actually. I've actually always wanted an ice type ever since Mount Coronet, where you discover Noctowl at the summit in the cold region. I've always wanted a snow owl, a Noctowl regional form that's like a snow owl. I always thought that'd be really cool.
That one up there just reminded me of
Which
a
one?
Noctowl evolution. The one that's like a
Right here?
No. The one that's like a cat thing. What is it called? A griffin. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's someone on Twitter, and I have the picture saved somewhere, made the most amazing griffin Noctowl evolution that I've ever seen.
That would be sick.
I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have
so
to pull it up
random
one
though
day,
to think. Listen, what they have to.
If
it's
anybody's
obvious.
getting that, it's Pidgeot.
Hoot Hoot to Noctowl, and then it's got to be a grandfather clock, right?
Yeah, it's really the clock theme is what they would probably go with.
Which
I don't know if it would make it psychic, but probably.
I could
I
see
like
that.
some. If you go back, there's some like Fakemon ones that are really.
There's something
good, too.
spooky about clocks. I feel like you could still do ghosts with that.
There's
True.
one actually.
This is like something that they would probably go for, like that one that
might be a little too on the nose, but I like the head crests. There's a design that I saw forever ago, and I think it's called Clock Towel, which is like so perfect. That isn't that is a name that they would pick. Oh, this is by Hoops Umbrowl. He made this. It's a dark flying type. That's kind of cool. And it's got like, that snowy fur. But yeah, Lumi, I think this is a really good pick. This might be it. Yeah, this is it. Clock Towel.
Clock Towel. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
Okay.
It's good art. I just
like the name.
that's not the direction I would want it to go.
We got this one right here.
It would
this is a
definitely be
Mega
good.
Noctowl. Same
You know,
artist.
one thing about a lot of the Fakemon evolutions of it is they make it too much like Noctowl.
I
to me.
totally
Like that,
agree.
I mean,
yeah.
that's a mega. That's a
No,
mega.
I said, and I think it's relevant here, so I'll say it again. I said in our Q&A we did a while back that the number one issue I have with Fakemon, like fan art of evolutions for Pokemon, is that, and there's of course exceptions to this rule, but I feel like 80% of the time they are just an over-designed version of the original thing.
You have to
That's
change
really
the
just
eyes and the
because.
face.
Yeah, it's really just because in our minds we don't have a concept for what a brand new Pokemon would be like.
Yeah.
You know, you have to literally make a new Pokemon. It's
But
not.
see, it's kind of funny though, because we always say people always be like, oh, Game Freak should hire some of these fan artists, and it's like, no, I'd say that their Fakemon, their evolution designs are proof that Game Freak knows exactly what they're doing without them.
Oh, Lumi, no. The Fakemon artists are very good.
It really depends.
I think it comes down to a collaboration. If Game Freak was able to hire some of these Fakemon artists, they would work together and they would learn, or they would adapt to whatever their vision is, or it's a collaborative process. I think
what I would say is
we can
hire
talk-
fan artists for new Pokemon, but leave the evolutions to the guy who did Basiligian.
Sure, yeah, I agree. We can agree on that. Yeah,
we can talk about that in a Fakemon video that we should definitely do because I have a lot of thoughts as well. I like that. What's the first one there? That looks different.
Grimfowl.
That'd be like a regional evolution,
like a nighttime Octowl. Yeah. So we got to pick up the pace. This is turning into a tier list.
For me, I would pick Skarmory.
Oh, that's on my list too.
Yeah,
another wow, y'all are 2 for 2.
Dude, Skarmory is so cool.
Skarmory doesn't really need an evolution that much.
I did some research.
It's already amazing looking, but it could look bigger and badder and like more dragonish, or you know what I mean? Like
so
it can become something crazy.
Yeah, so one of my favorites, I mean, this is the official art. I love this. I've always loved its Gen 3 art.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Sprite.
It's amazing.
So Skarmory is based on a couple different birds of prey that vary in regions, but and I was looking at a bunch of different art by them, but they also have a lot of art. Skarmory also has a lot of inspiration from wyverns. So, which I didn't really notice, but I totally see that, right? It looks like this demonic Daedric wyvern that would like just scoop up prey and bring them to hell.
Especially in the older sprite like we're seeing right there.
Yeah. So I think they could lean into that. Like I think of all the Daedric armor in Skyrim. That's what Skarmory feels like. And I don't think they need to make it. They don't need to make it Darktide. They don't need to make it whatever. But I think a dragon type would be kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
If they lean into that.
This is one where I'm like, you should put in evolutions though too.
Oh, sure.
This is one where
before you
I'm
put
like,
evolutions, because I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying it because of this. Like I don't want anybody to think I'm seeing something and saying this. Skarmory's the one that I've seen that I've always thought this is incredibly overdesigned.
You said that in the Q&A we did.
That's weird
the one
to me.
that like every time I see a Skarmory.
Oh,
now,
you mean
I
for the
haven't searched it
evolution?
up. Yeah,
Dude,
but
this
for
is
an evolution,
sick.
I feel like a lot of the time it's overdesigned.
That one's like an eagle.
Yeah, this one's cool.
That's crazy.
I think
that's a
Lumi.
little overdesigned.
Yeah, Lumi, I agree. I think because it's kind of tricky. It's a standalone Pokemon. The design inspirations are kind of simple, and I think what people have tended to do is just give it more armor. But I've always seen it as like I named mine after like a type of sword, a type of like katana, and it's just based on like knives or like swords or whatever. So
right. And first off, no hate to these artists; they're very talented.
Yeah.
It's just not the direction I'd go.
Yeah, that's fine. Like look at we've got armor, right? It's got like a big horn. There was another one I saw. Here, there's more armor. That one's kind of cool. It's the same Pokemon. It's still Skarmory. This one's armor. I don't think armor is the direction. Look at this one's got this one's got like Roman inspiration. I think it has to be
the like
dragon
like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta be some sort of dragon. Oh, so here's a theory that I was actually gonna tweet out before we started recording. But I've always seen, so in Generation 2, they introduced the metal coat, right? That's the first time they started doing cross-gen evolutions right off the bat, right? I've always seen Skarmory. My pet theory, my headcanon is that I think Fearow was originally supposed to be given the metal coat to then evolve into Skarmory. That's how I've always seen the relation between those two Pokemon.
Yeah,
I feel like
I don't think so, but it's fun. That's fun to
it.
think of. I can't believe Fearow wasn't your Gen 1 pick, Dusty.
No, so I picked a lot of Pokemon that I
thought about Dodrio for my Gen 1 pick.
Yeah. I picked a lot of Pokemon.
We're not even going to the just ocean of other Pokemon that we could pick as an option, because I could, like I said, this took me forever to choose these. There's so many.
So I originally
in Gen 1 and 2.
I originally picked way too many Pokemon. I just picked 10 Pokemon that I like. I didn't pick just 9 Pokemon, one for each gen. So my other main pick, and I guess I'll pick I didn't listen. Soul picked Skarmory, so I'm gonna pick Magcargo because that's a Pokemon one that I think needs an evolution more than anything. It's just outclassed by so much, right? It is slow and frail and weak to so many things, but I think it's adorable. I think it's such a cool Pokemon, unique. There's no other Pokemon like this. And what I would like to see most of all is it kind of growing out of being just a snail, because it's kind of this amorphous lava creature, turn it into a lava golem. Like, that is incredible to me. This is a cool design that's been on the internet for a long time, but it's still a snail. This is also a really cool design where, the idea is that its body becomes so hot upon evolution that the shell that has started to cool, that would suggest that it's kind of like out of its prime, rips open and it unleashes all this energy, kind of like Annihilate again.
I think it would be cool if it like had because there's like a type of glass that can be formed from lava.
Very cool. Yeah.
I think it would be cool if the shell became like glass and it became.
You could see inside of
it.
So
it's like averting expectations by being a fast snail.
That's really cool.
It's like the idea is glass is slick, you know.
So this is, I've never seen this before. This is called Caldropod. It's fire rock type, and
that's pretty cool.
This looks like just like a devil face. That's kind of cool, and you can see the magma underneath it. Yeah. Oh, this is really cool. It's kind of like Drampa. Turns into this is like it turns into like a dragon that shoots things out of.
I would like it if it wasn't for the cannon.
Yeah. Like I said, what I would want most of all, and I've tweeted it before. There's an image of a lava golem. And that's what I would want to see most of all. Like, let me just look up Lava Golem. That's what I would want Magcargo to evolve into. Yeah.
That'd be pretty insane.
It's Lava Golem, Yu-Gi-Oh!
The Yu-Gi-Oh card. Here. Yeah, right here. So cool. I don't know, like the Balrog, right?
Nah, but see, that needs to be our Regifire.
Sure.
Yeah. True.
And I think in Magcargo evolution, again, it needs to pivot a little bit, and it's not going to be as epic as this. This is just cool. It's gonna be a little goofy. Maybe it has snail eyes or crab eyes, whatever. Like its eyes kind of pop out of its head to make it a little goofy, but it's still gonna be like a really cool Pokemon. So those are my picks.
Nice.
What about you, Lumi? Did you do Gen 2? Yeah, you did Noctowl.
Yeah, I did. Mine was Noctowl. We ready to move Gen 3?
I just want to say two honorable mentions. Sunflora. I don't really care about Sunflora, but come on, give it a fire type.
It needs something.
And Lantern, I think, is also underrated. It has actually some decent stats defensively, and I think the water electric type is really special. I've always liked Chinchou, so I would like a Lantern evolution that kind of evolves further, maybe gains some elements of Lantern again, right? Maybe, I don't know, something like that would be cool.
You saying that
I once saw an idea of like a Lantern evolution. It like, because Lantern has some dolphin elements to it.
It does.
It was like a whale, and it had like a coral reef on its back, but like it had lights on the coral reef, so it looked like a little city on its back.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yes, like this is changes the design. But this is so cool.
Yeah, I love that one so much.
This is by Emmy Arts on X. Mega Lantern, Emmy Arts.
I'm pretty sure I shared this on Twitter before.
That is so cool.
It's I love the lantern itself.
So Lantern basically projects this light Sharpedo image that looks like a Sharpedo, to kind of scare off predators. That's really cool.
Not to stay too long on this, but what you said just made me remember that I didn't pick Ledian for this, even though I love Ledian so much.
Yeah.
I think that Ledian is already peak design, and so it should be like a form instead of an evolution.
I think Ledian could use another evolution that.
Honestly, why can't they just buff the thing's stats? You know what I mean? Yeah. What is stopping them from just revisiting Ledian and going, oh, we gave it abysmal stats. Let's drop another 50 in this and drop another, you know?
I just had to mention it because I absolutely adore Ledian, and it would be my top pick no matter what. Sure. It's just, I would rather it get a form. So if we ever do forms like in this format, that's what it would be, Ledian.
Okay. Well, if this is well received, we will.
Yeah. There you go.
I really do
cool.
Like Lantern a lot.
We got to go to
Gen 3.
Me and Lumi have the same thing, I'm pretty sure. So go for it, Lumi.
Kecleon.
Yes, Kecleon.
Okay, that's cool.
Kecleon was not my initial pick, but then I watched the anime. I was watching the Kecleon episode, and I just thought, you know what? It is fun.
Yeah.
And it would be, you can do some stuff with it. Like you could go with the camouflage thing and go for a ghost thing if you want. You could go for a psychic type. You could go for, because it is reptilian, a dragon type or something. You know,
it's tough to say though, because it's like, well, I don't know. Both of its types allows it to change its type. So I think the normal type is fine, but you're right. Leaning into different design elements would be cool, because it's not like Zoroark where it changes. You know, you can still see Kecleon no matter what. What kind of what types would it need? Because Kecleon actually has Protean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I would probably just leave it pure normal, but I would make it like, I don't know. I would lean it more. It'd be cool, honestly, if it got on all fours and became like a bigger, thornier.
Oh, that's cool.
Chameleon.
Yeah. Let's look that up.
Yeah. I'm the same. I looked through so many Gen 3 mons because there's so many that could get an evolution. But like just this is the most
like that.
ripe. Yeah, this is the most ripe one to get like a full-on chameleon like monster evolution. Sure. I would love it so much. Most of my picks are just lizards, to be honest. Like they become dragons.
Lizard Pokemon are so good though. I mean, we got the boy Sceptile.
Yeah. Here's one by Ron. I think the first time I saw Kecleon was in the anime where Ash is fighting, what's the guy's name? Brendan? Harrison, yeah. Oh, it was so sick. And then it was like Charizard versus Blaziken. Oh, dude. That was sick. Oh, I like this one. I like these right here. This one's cool.
Yeah, that's so good.
Because this looks like a different Pokemon from Kecleon, but it still has all the same elements, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, honestly, that's what it should be. I know this is what it does. It demonstrates all the different colors. It showcases that it's like a rainbow. It can hit any type.
Sure.
And it looks.
This is like, it's our only true like chameleon Pokemon.
Yeah, and it's like a dinosaur too.
Yeah. If it became like an actual.
That's a great pick. This one's cool too.
Yeah.
So again, I did this wrong. So.
What? I mean, there's so many.
So I got 4.
Or Illumise or any of them.
Honorable mention.
Well, what's your top one?
The honorable mention is Torkoal. We don't need to talk about it. Love Torkoal. I like Sableye. I would like to see it evolve, but we don't need to. We'll just put.
It has a mega, so it's like.
I
thought about that too.
Here, hold on. Sableye evolution.
Well, what's your top pick?
I just saw a brand new one. what was it? This one? I don't know what it was. Anyways, maybe it was this one.
These ones are insane, though.
Yeah, but anyways, I just saw one. Anyways, yeah. So my top one, so for sake of conversation, I think a Hoenn Linoon evolution would be interesting because then that opens the possibility of regional forms, right? like a regional Linoon gets an evolution.
Cantonian Sirfetch'd,
exactly.
Cantonian Berserker.
I think that's interesting, so I included that on the list. But I think my true blue pick is kind of similar to Soul's Lapras, and it's Tropius. I think Tropius is the dragon of the sky, the same way Lapras is like a dragon of the sea. It's for transportation purposes. That's kind of how I'm relating the two. I think Tropius is great. I think it's super underrated. I wish it was bigger because when you see it in Paldea, it's so tiny. But I like the idea of Tropius evolving further to actually gain the dragon type, dragon grass, and it doesn't need to have flight or could have flight. I don't exactly know how it would look.
You gotta keep the flight. You just said it's the dragon of the skies. It's gotta keep the flight.
Well, that's gonna be tough then.
You could dragon flying or grass flying, I think, because
what am I typing?
For me, I don't know. I agree with you, but it's like it is like a bigger Pokemon, so it's like already kind of feels.
Let me show you some examples.
They did this thing with
Lean into the banana.
Or not Berserker. It was Delmise. They gave it an ability called Steelworker because while it wasn't a steel type, they wanted to show like it's got those attributes, so they gave it Steelworker to give it like steel type stab.
They could give it like
grass flying Tropius with a dragon equivalent of Steelworker.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. And I think it just needs to look like a dragon. So like obviously Tropius is based on a banana tree, which can be a type of house plant. It's got these enormous leaves. I think there's room to also like I don't mind the banana aspect of it. I think it's kind of funny. I'm hoping right here we got the Ondu region. I love this design right here. Massive, massive wings. It gets this mane of bananas, but the bananas.
I can't deal with the bananas.
You don't do it? I think it's so good.
I like it, but the bananas are.
Like this looks so fierce.
Design, every Fakemon design of it, like evolving, is just so much bananas.
Well, that's what it is. That's literally what it is.
I don't like Tropius that much, so that's probably why.
All right. Well, this is what I think of. I think of. There's another design that Subjectively did that I think is incredible. I think let's just pull that up real quick. Subjectively, maybe this will show up. Maybe it wasn't their design. This is okay. So they did this one. This is the one I was thinking of, but I do like this. So it looks like a dinosaur. They're like banana. They're like banana tusks. So it kind of loses. I think
that kind of design would work better as like a Paradox Tropius.
Sure, I could see that.
But this was before Paradoxes for sure.
Yeah, but anyways,
absolutely.
Tropius is my pick. I like Tropius a lot.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Sableye is also really cool, I think.
I mean, I could go on forever in Gen 3. There's some gens that are like, oh yeah, there's a ton. Mm-hmm. There's a ton. Gen 3 is definitely one of them. Gen 4?
Did we all? Yeah, let's do Gen 4. This is fun. There's
Gen 4.
Oh, this one's cool. What about this? This is a mega.
Yeah, it's more.
Oh, that is neat.
I want to like convince you that Tropius is good.
I think it is before good. You move on, it's a perfect pick for an evolution. I just don't think that anyone has come up with an evolution that's like good enough yet. That's all.
What he said.
Yeah. I think the Ondu region one was good, where they just make it this like fearsome flying.
This is all subjective anyway. I mean, like,
yeah,
that's just my personal.
I mean, it's
taste.
the same reason. Some people love the Dunsparce, and some people think it's the worst thing to ever happen to the franchise.
That's true. All right, so
smoking.
I did not do this list right, so I didn't even have a Gen 4 pick. So you guys can go first.
All right, Lumi.
Mine was, and so I know this isn't your answer because you said that you don't have any bug types, but mine was Cricketune. I think Cricketune is a lot of fun. I
thought about it.
I made a region based off of the Carolinas and Florida, and it's a video that has been sitting in our vault for quite some time now.
We have to publish that.
But a spoiler alert for it when it gets published in 2097.
It's literally sitting in the studio.
One idea I had was like a Cricketune evolution. I called it Crickestro, and like based it off of like a Maestro. The people.
Bro, this is literally it.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I wasn't even looking at your screen, but yeah. And I was thinking though, make it like how it's kind of associated with like fiddles and stuff. Make it like sad, somber music. Give it a ghost typing. Make it bug ghost, and it's like associated with kind of sad, dreary music. And then I mentioned this in my Q&A too, but I gave it an ability called Melancholy, which would have a chance at lowering... Sound moves would have a chance at lowering speed.
I really love that. I think that it could get an evolution easily. It was one of my ideas for sure to be like, oh yeah, Cricketune would be good. But to me, it's like a little... It's kind of could be considered complete as it is. I don't know. I can see both ways.
Yeah, its stats are so garbage.
Yeah, I think Cricketune is one of the worst Pokemon of all time. So I like this. This art is beautiful. It doesn't really change the design.
That's
too
the whole
much.
point. That's
in the Sinnoh League in the anime, Ash versus Nando, his Heracross versus Nando's Cricketune was such a cool battle, and it's just like Heracross could use tackle on a Cricketune and faint. Like Cricketune sucks.
It's just I don't know. I just think it's so underwhelming, and it's it's got this like circle body, and it's obviously a guitar. It's just I think it's really bad. I think it's really bad.
Well, this way it'd be a ghost guitar, Dusty. You like that?
I do like ghost guitars. Yeah. Okay. What about
violin
you?
For sure. Mine is
sure.
Mine's the like typical pick, but it's because it has so much potential again. And this is also why I didn't pick Seeking. Mine is Lumineon because
I wrote that as well.
Yeah, if you look at evolutions for Lumineon, they're majestic and actually really cool. Actually, upon looking at this stuff, I was like, I actually like Lumineon. It's just
good.
missing.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
it's just kind of
missing like
boring.
A few things, and it'll be
It's
amazing.
exactly what I said about Seeking. You can look at it and see all this potential, but it's just not quite there.
I think what I like about Lumineon, and tell me if this is canon, Lumi, because I think it is only
that one
because I think it's only shown. Cool. I think this version of Lumineon is only shown in Pokemon Snap, but I think in New Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Snap, I think Lumineon is seen walking on the bottom of the ocean with its little feet.
Sure, it's got the little feet. Yeah. There are fish that do that. So
it's
I think that is the
walks,
purpose.
Which is insanity. Oh, right here, Divinion.
Yeah, that one's
And
cool.
it's also a great time to point out that you two should play New Pokemon Snap. New Pokemon Snap is a great...
Dude, I was thinking...
We have to plug, like our stuff.
Right.
I guess we can roll the little merch ad now.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. If you're enjoying this episode, please consider supporting Hidden Power on Patreon or YouTube channel members. Right now, we have 4 tiers, and the lowest membership starts at just $5 a month. Supporters get access to our secret Discord server and help control the direction of the podcast. Supporters also get access to our archive of bonus episodes.
Okay, so our Discord, honestly, is popping. We have other creators in there, too, which is kind of fun. It ain't just the 3 of us. We're discussing leaks when they drop. We talk about news. We'll be talking about how Soul Silver Art has, just garbage takes.
It's so much fun.
It's a place for us to connect.
I'm in there every day. Also, we have revamped our merch store. So proud of every product that is in this store now. We have stickers, t-shirts, mugs, ball caps, right? The dad caps. These ball caps are embroidered. Look at this. It's literally an embroidered.
So clean.
You cannot get anything more high quality than that.
I just got news. Do y'all hear that? Solbasaur says that he even has his own merch.
I'll talk for him. It's beautiful. Very cool designs. You guys should check it out.
Very Japanese style.
Even the front of the shirt has a unique logo.
I'm getting one for sure.
If you're invested in this show, invest in the show. Thank you so much for watching, and now back to the video.
There's so many. I would even like for its like beta design to have come out into this, like into an evolution, because its beta design is like almost more dolphin-like.
What would you call it?
Type in beta Lumineon, because I'm forgetting it.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. Just give it the color scheme of current Lumineon.
I don't like this. I think they would need to flesh this out.
Look at the one fan art right next to it.
This one?
That's of this. No, up. That one.
Yeah, this is cool. But it looks like Zoroark. It looks like Reshiram.
Yeah, which is amazing, and it's so different than Lumineon. As an evolution, it would be
like that. Yeah,
be a proper evolution. I haven't seen that one underneath. I need to save that one. That one's amazing.
What one underneath?
Which one? This one?
That. No, the one that's like got purple and blue, like in the background. And pink.
There you go.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is cute.
It looks.
This is just the beta. This is the beta one, but yeah, it's not as dolphin-y.
I do. Where was it? I do like this.
Yeah,
I do. I think that's cool. It's kind of like an eel of some sort. Yeah, I think it. So Lumineon was on my list. I didn't have anything planned for it because I did my list wrong. Okay, everyone. Okay, now everyone knows. I've admitted.
It's all good.
I've admitted to my weakness.
We can keep chugging on.
All right,
because we got to get through. We're at Gen 5 basically.
But I also think Krogunk is a cool Pokemon that feels.
Yeah.
It's like
You.
it doesn't feel
So
incomplete.
you would split evolution it? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I think no. I wrote.
Oh,
down,
you'd give Toxicroak something.
No, I would. Oh yes, I'm
Oops.
sorry. I wrote Croagunk, but I meant Toxicroak. Toxic.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, they're interchangeable.
Toxicroak
is
one of my
great.
Top Gen 4 mons.
It's a cool Pokemon, but it's because it's short in stature, and I can say that as a short king. Like I can say that. I think it could become bigger. I think it could grow. I think it could be. I just think it's a simple, clean, great Pokemon design. It could go further. That's kind of how I think of it.
I respect this, but also I love this Pokemon way too much. So I'm just like on the fence about it.
But
Totally.
If
it
here's the
evolved,
thing.
I'd be happy.
Here's the thing.
But,
Everyone, I feel like what I'm getting from you, Soul, is that if a Pokemon gets an evolution, that's replacing the middle stage. I don't see it like that, right? The middle stage will always exist, right?
Yeah, no, it's just that it
not
makes
going
it
to keep it that way.
so much better, and you don't really use it anymore.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. That's how Pokemon is to me. It's weird. I was just talking with somebody about it. I forget, but I like final stage Pokemon. Like I don't like think about the rest after they evolve. It's just like I look to the final stages always.
But some of your favorite Pokemon are mid stage.
Not too many. I mean, just
Charmeleon,
design wise, yeah,
Ivysaur.
but I like them, but they, you know what I mean. They're not my favorites ever.
All right,
Anyway.
well, let's go to Gen 5 because I have 4 Pokemon to share.
There's only one right answer in Gym 5.
What's yours?
Druddigon.
Yeah, I did write. Yeah, Druddigon's on my list.
I was so in between Druddigon because I really want it to evolve, but at the same time, it is a full dragon. Like it could stay like that, and the world would be okay.
I'm a big fan of the idea of Dragon Rock Druddigon lean into the gargoyle thing a bit more. I like that. That's cool.
I would love for it to be a gargoyle, like full on. It'd be amazing.
Here, I want to show you guys something. Let's see.
We've talked about it before on the podcast, I think.
Yeah, we have. That's why we're kind of short on this one because we've talked about it so much.
It could be so much more like crazy.
Well,
it's a great pick.
Let me show you this because my video will be out at this time. So I made an evolution for Druddigon. It's right here.
Oh,
and the idea behind it is
I'm in love.
Oh, wow.
I'm
in love.
It's a metal coat evolution, right? And basically, I had to include. I wanted it to just become like silver or like that metal color, like Steelix. But then I thought, it's Druddigon. One of its iconic elements is that it has these colors. So it still has the blue wings and the red on its hands. This art I had it commissioned by Ondu Region Zeldo, and the red hands feel like it's got a bloody victim, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of what I've imagined. But it was based on the blue tongue skunk.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Skink.
So and it's not depicted in the art, but I imagine it has like that blue tongue. That's where the blue is gonna be. Yeah.
I'm actually blown away. I don't like. I mean, if we ever have a Fakemon video, like I'm not crazy about Fakemon so much. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. This is one that I am. Like,
yeah,
this one actually blows. I'm not just saying that because I like. You watch.
I was gonna ask you. I'm like, are you just saying that because I paid for
you
it?
watch YouTubers and they, like they're like, whoa, this is amazing and all that. But no, I don't. This is actually amazing, just in general.
This one's genuinely really good. I like this.
Another
element.
I specifically wanted it to look like that silver, that blue tongue skink, which has like the silver color, but also I was like, it needs to look like a gargoyle, right? It needs to have imposing wings, and I don't actually know if in lore it will be able to use its wings or not. I kind of like the idea of it just still walking around, punching things, but so this would be Dragon
Those wings
Steel
don't
type.
look usable, but they are like menacing still at the same time.
Yeah,
it's great. It's really good.
Great.
It's perfect.
Right. Cool. Glad you guys like that. Sweet.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on that for months.
I'm really glad. I probably would. I don't know if I would have seen it otherwise. I would have to watch your videos.
Which is painful.
I have to watch all your videos. No, I'm kidding.
So
that's just
Druddigon's a great pick. I love Druddigon so much.
Yes. Mine is Durant. I did pick a bug pick. This is
Durant's
my only
cool.
bug pick. Yeah. So Durant, that's what comes up. It's so perfect.
Dude, are you kidding me?
It's so perfect. Every time you have to put Pokemon, you have to put it. It's silly.
Is so funny.
Oh, that was awesome.
You imagine that dude, if he doesn't
Shout
know
out
about
Kevin
Pokemon,
Durant.
he should. Kevin Durant should have like a Durant on his arm or something.
Can we make a Durant evolution that's based on
a
Kevin
basketball
Durant?
player? Yeah.
Bro, it is an American.
Just
like,
put Durant in a jersey.
Dude,
bro, it's a
sick.
Unova Pokemon. You know?
Shout out Kevin Durant. I love the Suns. I used to play.
Who does watch our podcast?
He probably does. I played NBA. No, it wasn't 2K. What was it? Was like a GameCube basketball game. It might have been like 2K.
Bro, you're asking the wrong people.
It might have been like 2K04, and I always played Steve Nash on the Suns, and I would just like 3-point my way to victory. Because it's a busted video game. Anyways, so Pokemon Durant.
So Pokemon Durant. I just want this thing needs. I love it already. We talked about it in the Gen 5 tier list, maybe. I don't know, but it getting an evolution. It's the only Pokemon in Gen 5 that I'm just like, it needs it. It needs it. Yeah, I like the whole like wings. There you go.
Evolution.
Kevin Durant, yeah.
That one right there on the bottom right is the one.
Right here?
Yeah,
I like the idea of incorporating the screws, because it has this steampunk aesthetic, I think. Right? It's like kind of cobbled together through the heat of Heatmore. That's kind of how I imagine it. Not like actually in the game, but like that's what the design is, I think, from. It's got this like welding. It looks like it's been welded together. But I do like, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. There's different types of ants. There's the queen ants. I've seen a lot of really cool art. I'm going to be reviewing it in a video coming up, so I don't really know if I want to show all of it right here, but it's basically the same thing, right? It's like...
Yeah,
it's
just
like
the idea.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of different variations you can do with it.
Make the wings laser wings.
Yeah, this is cool too.
They're like lightsabers.
Yeah, yeah, right? I like how these wings are red, because that actually helps break up the color palette a little bit and make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah. So, did everyone already say theirs?
Yep. I think that's it.
All right.
Should have gone Durant.
So, my honorable mention, I don't have an idea for it, but I like Maractus. I think it could evolve further.
Boo!
No, but that's true, though. Like, it could evolve. It's so bad on its own.
It's not bad. It's simple.
It's
simple. It's just a grass type. I like the idea of, this is kind of like a pun similar to Cursola, where like the coral reefs are dying. I like a Beartic evolution where it becomes ghost type, hinting at the right, because Cubchoo has a cold. Beartic is a polar bear. Save the polar bears. It dies. Right. Okay. Global warming. I also like the idea of Garbodor.
I saved the turtle shirt.
Yeah. Buy a save the turtle shirt. I also like the idea of a steel poison type Garbodor evolution where it's like a dumpster. That's pretty simple to do. And it would be
garbage.
Yeah, it's garbage, and I could just see it like being just a
garbage
giant
truck.
Yeah, no, maybe not a truck.
It's a Revavroom Garbodor hybrid. It's a garbage truck. Lord.
All right,
I don't want.
But here's my
just stop existing.
Here's my real idea. This is so genius, I think, and I think this might have been thought of on our Q&A episode when we were just kind of like brainstorming. I love the idea, right? So you have what is it, Shelmet and what is it, Shelmet and what's the other one?
Carablast.
You have Shelmet and Carablast, and they evolve. Yeah, Carablast. I'm just trying to.
Scavalier and a Selgor.
Wait. Let me say it. So you have Shelmet, Carablast. You trade it. When you trade these Pokemon to someone else at the same time, they evolve. And the theory, it's not even a theory. In lore, Carablast takes the shell of Shelmet. Shelmet gives away its shell, and they both evolve into these Pokemon. I love the idea. What happens if you trade them back together, right? And then all of a sudden, now you have a Scavalier that maybe is a little bit faster, right? Maybe it has more attack power or whatever. Maybe a little bit less defense, and it's shedding some of that armor. Maybe I don't know, whatever it is. And then you have what is it? What's the
Selgor?
Then you have a Selgor that maybe gains a little bit of defense, maybe gets a little bit slower because now it has some weapons. And then both of them evolve another time. I think that'd be so cool.
The one up top, I think it's by JD Walnut. That one I love. Like that's like so if they never
that's
gave
cool.
Their armor away. Yeah,
that's cool.
Like, especially
what would they evolve into?
The Scavalier one is amazing to me.
So that's actually so that's kind of it. I think Carablast would look a lot different.
It's JW Nuts, I guess, not JD Walnut.
I think it is JD Walnuts.
It might be the same person. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. So all I have to do is see his style. But
I think I don't know. I think that'd be a really cool idea, just to see how they could evolve further in, because I feel like the base Pokemon are already they're good designs, but I don't know, something about it. It just doesn't like a Escavalier is never going to be as cool as Scizor to me, even though they have the same type combination. So if you were to make it a little bit bigger, maybe it loses its maybe it loses the spears, the joust.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually has these like giant claws or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton.
Yeah. All right. So Gen 6.
Gen 6 I have, and this isn't even one I'm super passionate about evolving. I just think Hawlucha looks like it's not a fully evolved Pokemon.
It does, yeah.
I think it does look fully evolved.
I think this is another Sword King.
Single stage. I completely respect your opinion. All of these, like, I'm so happy with any of them evolving. Don't get me wrong. But to me, this one could stay the way it is.
Yeah, it could. I'd be fine with it.
I love that one.
And it's actually good from a competitive standpoint. This is actually one that I think needs to be over-designed a little more.
Yeah.
That one right there is amazing to me.
I think this looks too similar to Hawlucha, though.
Yeah, kind of, but not...
Like,
it's
so
got enough.
What are the elements of Hawlucha? So this one looks different. This one actually has a
wrestler.
face.
It's a hawk. Oh, I do like that. Too. That one's really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's a hawk. It's a wrestler. And that's kind of tricky because it's humanoid.
Yeah. I wish it said
right?
The artist, too. Google's crazy.
What are the bird creatures in Zelda?
Bird.
The Rito, I think.
Yeah. I was like, the Zoro.
Like, some of these...
No, thank you.
I think these are sick. Because that's essentially...
Like these ones, though, Lumi?
These are so
cool.
No,
thank you.
The more adult ones?
No, thank you.
I think these are so cool.
Thanks, I hate it.
Giant
he looks like Falco,
feather
bro.
Arms. He does,
no,
yeah.
Thank you.
You don't like this? What's a Falco? It's true. I don't even know what Falco is. I
actually genuinely don't know what you're talking about. What's a Falco?
From Super Smash Bros?
Yeah.
I've never played Super Smash Brothers.
I didn't either. Really.
Lumi has not played anything out there in the world, guys. It hurts my soul.
I have.
Who is this person?
Wow, Falco. He does look really cool. That guy on Spotify?
No, not Falcon. Falco. From Star Fox, bro. You guys need to go play Star Fox 64.
I thought it was the same thing.
My friends played that.
Right here.
Tell me it doesn't look
thanks. I hate it.
The Rito.
Why do you hate this? You love birds.
I hate. This isn't a bird. This is a man.
This is a Quackquaval. Look at their.
It really is. Wow.
This is a man.
This is Quackquaval. No, this is Quackquaval.
Oh boy, you better not go too much
further. Yeah, we should probably leave here
immediately, bro.
Yeah, I think the Ritos would be cool. The Ritos are cool.
Anyway, how did we get here?
I think, Hawlucha.
Y'all were giving
Hawlucha
bad
evolution.
ideas for Hawlucha evolution.
Yeah,
what do you not like about this, Lumi? I don't know.
I hate the way that it exists, and I had to see it.
What
so
this?
Weird.
You don't like the Ritos?
I don't get it.
I want it to die.
You're not even giving.
Why?
All right, he's lost the plot. Well, we gotta go to a commercial break. Lumi's not. He's ill.
I'm actually.
I want to kill humanity.
Your take is making my camera glitch completely, just into nothingness.
Yeah, like it don't every week.
Yeah. Yeah. All
right. So who's next?
Do you have anything else about Hawlucha, or that's it? That's your only idea for
That's it. Like I said, I'm not crazy passionate about it.
Yeah, I get it. I could not.
I like Hawlucha, but I'm not crazy passionate about getting an evolution. I mean,
okay. It is. It is cute. It's like
it's all right.
It's right there.
It's not all right, Pokemon. Anyway, I couldn't pick one, man. And now we're getting into some we haven't done these tier list territories, but
shoot.
There's so many really good ones. Like us, I really have to do an honorable mention for Spritzy, like doing the whole Plague Doctor evolution.
Sure.
Like I really wanted that to happen.
Sure.
But I went with Carbink ultimately.
Okay, I was gonna pick that. I didn't.
Yeah.
But I was gonna.
There's a lot of good ones like Helioisk. That one, or I don't know if it's Helioisk.
I thought you were gonna pick that. I thought you were gonna pick that. That's the one that should get an evolution.
I'm literally on the fence about all three of those. Like they should all get evolutions, but I went with just Carbink because I don't know if you,
because it's not
Lumi definitely hasn't seen this, but there's like a Digimon that is like a rabbit and it looks so cool. And I wish that they're just like the whole rabbit would come out of the stone and it'd just be like that one right there.
Right
the
here?
Antelmon. No, like the one Antaliamon.
These all look
that
horrible. One. Oh my god.
I'm not. What am I clicking?
Like
no.
that one.
This one?
No.
This one.
Sorry, I can't point. The top right corner. Yes.
This is I hate that.
This looks
that
horrible.
is Slender Man Rabbit.
This is
That's
literally
Slender Man.
This is what I see in my night terror.
About.
This is awful.
When I had sleep paralysis,
yes,
I saw this.
I just said that.
I just want that to come out, like the top half of it to come out of the stone of Carbink. Like I could totally see this.
I do not want. If that comes out of Carbink, stay in the rock.
All right, no,
it's a rabbit. Bro.
This is some girder vibes, man.
This is like
this
one of my
thing
favorite...
cannot be near a school.
Well, let's
let's
take this energy
Digimon.
and let's just start doing a tier list right now because I'm ready.
No, I'm not doing all of Gen 6 right now.
No, okay. I did not consider that, but you're right. Carbink does have inspiration from rabbits. So and you can see that in it, like Carbink. I'm just typing it in. That makes sense.
It should evolve. I think it should evolve. I don't think it should look anything like the nightmares I'm gonna have for the rest of my life. But
that's like the coolest.
Can I defend?
Then Digimon sucks.
Can I defend Soul? I think that could work if it doesn't have its lower body or arms.
Yeah, well, the arms I like, but the lower body.
Sure,
yeah.
I could see little arms, or maybe
similar, obviously.
Maybe instead of arms, that fluff that's hiding its face, or it has just fluff arms, or something, right? And I can see, and if its head pops out a little bit more, right? And it's still
just
the
like
base of the rock.
Out.
Oh, you have managed to find a rabbit that makes Diggersby look good.
No, Diggersby is awful. We're not good. We're not
in
there.
comparison to that. You know what I'd say? Because so like Diamond Dust is a thing, and Carbink is Diamond. Make it a Dust Bunny.
Yeah, that's cute. So I think it would need to be something like this. I don't want it to look like this mid-stage from Carbink to Deontay, but I think I hate that. Listen to me, guys. You're just reacting, okay? I think this is not what it should look like. Soul, I do think this is a pretty good idea. I think I actually like I do like the rabbit. Like, listen, this is adorable with the floppy ears, right? You give if the head pops out and it's got floppy ears, I think Carbink could evolve a little bit further, but I don't think it should go as far as Deontay does to actually become this like fairy diamond, right? I think it needs to be somewhere in the middle, or take a different direction.
Yeah, I'm thinking like. If you
that's what I'm thinking.
It'd be like Deontay is like a female version, basically, right? So what if you did like a more of a male version of it? You know what I'm saying? Go to like evolution for Carbink because there is one that I'll redeem you with. There you go, Lumi.
There you go.
Oh, I'm all for Carbink.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
Oh my gosh, this is so much. This is horrible.
I actually don't love that. I don't.
I love this. That's cute.
Go down a little bit.
It's a rock.
Artist don't like that design.
Decent. It's decent.
No, I like this.
It's not what I
it's different. It's different. I think because of the size, though, it like invalidates or overshadows Deontay because that is a very serious thing.
Well, that's the thing with picking this. It's like, oh, it already has Deontay, but I don't. Deontay's its own thing. Yeah. Right. Just go down a little further. It's got to be here somewhere. You might have to type in like evolution Fakemon, but
no, that's evolution. Oh, that's true because of all the Deontay.
Right.
I actually like
that one. The one with the rabbit.
Oh, this?
Stone. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
What did we just talk about not overshadowing Deontay? This easily would.
I love this so much.
I don't really like Deontay.
So, because
it's just like
this is as rugged and this feels like
it's different.
Yeah, but it feels like a rock type. It feels like a rock golem. It feels like Gigalith. I like this a lot. Yeah, and in the rabbit ears and the rabbit horn, it's all implied through the actual rock, right? I like the texture. You can kind of see the earth, this like the dirt all over its body. I like this a lot, dude. I've never seen this. I'm gonna save that for later.
I like it.
That's really nice. You like that, Lumi?
I do. I just I'm struggling knowing that I won't be able to sleep tonight because of that horrifying
Bro,
thing
this is
Soul showed us.
like literally the same thing. This is what I was thinking of. Like,
no, that doesn't have it's the long lanky arms. It's your classic Slender Man look.
I think it has. I think it
like
should have
the skinny
machine gun arms.
What is Digimon? Is Digimon real?
Digimon is so good, bro.
This is real, though.
You're missing out.
This is literally you're right. This is a demon. This is horrifying.
This is a demon.
That is a demon. That is horrifying.
I love it. It's so cool looking, bro. You all are tripping.
I mean, it's cool,
bunny.
but
that one's cool too. All right, don't go too far.
We're just looking at
bunny
Digimon
trail.
now.
This literal bunny trail. All
right.
Gen 7.
Wait, what didn't Dusty? You didn't have one or what?
What do you guys? What do you guys think I'm gonna say?
I don't know.
You don't know what Gen 6 Pokemon I'm gonna pick?
Go-Goat.
Of course. Go-Goat needs an evolution.
That makes so much sense.
Go-Goat doesn't need one. Go-Goat
no,
looks
it could.
Good
it could
as
really
is.
get one. That's
it needs
a good
one.
pick.
I think it needs like a Mega or something. Like a.
Well, come. You're gonna do
change.
that to your buddy, man? It needs a Mega. It needs a Dynamax. It needs an evolution, a real evolution.
I could see all of those things. A real evolution would be great too. Though.
It just looks.
Was
that a fire one?
This is the art I used to look at when I was like designing the channel. I'm like, it looks so fierce.
That's not real.
Not this one.
That's a fan art. that one too, I think.
Yeah, this is all fan art, of course. Let's do it. It doesn't even pop up as an evolution.
No, because no one's thought of it really having much.
Yeah, because everybody's like, it's perfection. Can't fix what ain't broke.
I think it'd be cool to also see it get like an rock, additional rock type. I don't know how good that would make it competitively.
Fresh rock, that's not horrible.
I don't know.
There's worse. There's better.
Listen, it's a goat. I think I've always.
Did you type evolution?
I did. Yeah, nothing's popping up.
Oh dang!
Because they know you can't fix what ain't broke.
It's true. It is pretty good. But that is the question. It's like, what do you do with it? You give it more. I don't know. I actually have
it could go tons of ways.
I have never thought about its horns being vines, but this kind of makes me realize that they could be vines. Cool. I kind of like that a lot. I think it needs to be like just beefier.
But you see, that's a Mega Go-Go.
It needs to be stronger.
This guy thought very smart.
What's that one
Mega
underneath
Go-Go.
it?
This one?
Underneath? No, the main picture that you were on before. Go under it. Yeah,
that's cool. It's still a Go-Goat. Yeah. Listen, no one has designed it. It's not a fan favorite, so it's actually more likely to get an evolution, I think. I didn't really do too much planning. I was just like, it needs attention.
What about that fiery looking one? Go up a little bit. I don't know what that is.
It's so small.
It's hard for me to see. Yeah,
I think it's just like it's not even a Go-Goat. Why is there no?
It looks
art?
like a spider from my
There's
side.
Like literally no evolution.
There's no evolutions for it.
That's kind of cool. Those are cute. I like those.
Yeah, those are nice. I really thought there'd be some evolutions.
I think it's a good pick though.
Yeah, I don't know. It's simple. It's a goat. It's like an animal Pokemon. It's one of those. So I think there's a lot you could do with it.
I gotta say though, if they did make it evolve, it would probably stand and be like bipedal. It wouldn't be an animal evolution anymore.
Like
I would change my. I would just be Dusty.
The Rusty Scizor would be his new channel.
Yeah.
I like that one.
This one. The armored one?
Oh,
like this one? Well, here. So what?
No, the armored one. But that one's good for an evolution. That one.
Different types of. What is the thing that like goat and deer and cows are?
Bovine.
That's them.
They're not bovine. Cows are.
Like
they were.
They could get crazy. This is probably what they should do. Find some inspirations, some real world inspirations of like different types of antlers.
There's
in different types of like shapes
in the world. So
yeah,
they could definitely. But yeah, maybe Lumi's right there. It would be better as a form.
Or give it like maybe
yeah,
like
Caprin. Yeah,
maybe Caprin.
It'll start
Capricorn.
Yeah, that's good. There we go. Like I think what's integral to the design of Go-Goat is that it is something that you ride, right? It's like a transport Pokemon, like Lapras, like Tropius.
Would have to.
But I do think there's some space to make it a little bit more fearsome, or add more grass elements as well, because it's kind of just a really simple Pokemon. But I honestly prepared nothing for this, so I'm sorry guys.
That was perfect. We spent a lot of time on it anyway.
All right, good. Gen 7? Drampa.
That's mine too.
Bro.
Yours too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, mine is male Salandit. I need a male
Ew.
Salandit.
That's a
that's so
cheat. That's a
basic.
cheat.
No, it's not.
That's
That's
a cheat.
a
not.
cop out.
I don't really like Salazzle that much. It's too much, and I
Too
would
much
love,
what?
like,
Too much feminine? Okay, so
too-
we see you. You really
too
are.
too much.
Yeah, it is. It is a lot. It is a lot.
It's too much.
I
And
don't
it's
need
just like-
Pokemon to be
It's one of those
sexy.
Pokemon you can't search on Google, and when we get to the Gen 7 tier list, we're going to have to remind Dusty that.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
have to make a new tier list that doesn't include it. This is sick.
Grandpa to me, we'll go back to Salandit.
I still like it. I think Salazzle's cool.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I remember being like actually mad when I was like,
I do
"What?
like Salazzle. I like
Salandit's so
Salazzle.
cool.
I just want a male version. I want like Salandit is like a little baby, and I need him to grow up into a big old lizard. So
Yeah.
kind of that's it.
I think I agree. I mean, it feels like a
We need a
cop out.
counterpart.
It feels like a cop out for this list, right? Because it does have an evolution.
But it's not.
No, it is actually one of the most popular answers that I got, like when
Yeah.
people quote tweeted or commented. So it's common, but
Look
with
look
Drampa,
look
I'd
it
give
up.
it more clouds, make it more fluffy.
Yeah, it's tough to say with Drampa because of it's literally called Grandpa. right?
What's he gonna evolve into?
Exactly. Exactly.
Great
What's-
Drampa.
Which it could do, because listen, it's normal.
Great
It's normal dragon. You make it ghost dragon, which is dark though. I think you're right, Soul. What would it like? There's an implication here that it's like purified. Like Drampa is literally, it's like perfect. It's Puff the magic dragon that lives on top of the mountain that has been there for
I
eternity.
thought that was the euphemism for marijuana.
Oh, is it?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
No,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
song, right?
Yeah, I think it's a euphemism for marijuana.
Go get our
The
video taken
magic
down.
Dragon lives by. It's a story.
DMCA'd.
It's a story.
What you have to
Yeah,
look
but it's a
into it.
euphemism
The
for the
actual,
weed.
it's the song.
Well,
the
that's
song
not what
is
I mean.
The song is not the actual.
Wait, did the song come before or after the little
Before.
show thing?
I don't know.
It
I am
reminds.
not really well studied on this topic.
Yeah, I guess. So I guess Drampa.
So you were alive when these things were coming out. You're supposed to know this.
That's
true.
not true. I don't
know,
think I
I'm
was
just
alive.
messing.
with the Magic Dragon.
I
was a
just-
good bit older.
I just love this design, and I think
I don't.
I would like to see more of it. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah. Soul. Yeah, that makes sense why Soul wouldn't like it. It's kind. It's a kind. Soul doesn't like
yeah,
kind
Soul
Pokemon.
hates kindness and happiness and joy.
He wants death and
That's not
murder.
true. I like.
He
I
only
like
wants
Sam-
Slender Man bunnies.
Oh, this is cool. This is Drampa reimagined. I mean,
I
it's
like Drampa
different.
better.
Yeah,
I like everything about that better except for the face.
Now, what I'd say is take that, make that moss instead, and make it like a swamp dragon variant
That's cool.
of Drampa.
Yeah, so it's a variant. Okay, so Gen 7 was kind of a dud. Oh, I don't know why I didn't even say this. Komala.
Yeah, Komala.
Komala's it, right? You evolve
Komala's-
Komala.
Give it a drop bear evolution.
Komala really needs one. It needs it, but
Man, my
do
brain
I,
has
do I
been,
want it? Not that much.
my brain has been spinning all week since we talked to Sutami last week about like an Australia region.
Mhm.
So yeah, Komala definitely
That's
needs an
probably
evolution.
what Dusty would want, is that Kamala that's just a girder with a Kamala head.
Enough. Where's that? Did you see a picture of that?
Yes, yeah. See?
That's pretty good. I like this. That's
Oh my
good.
gosh.
Wow, this is
It's
is an
still better
incredible
than
design.
girder is the sad thing.
this is an incredible design. Wow.
True. I would take this over Girder any day.
Another DJ Walnuts right here.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the like koala in general, like as an animal. So it's just not a thing for me.
You don't like
Uh,
koalas.
Not too much.
You
No.
don't like anything happy or filled with joy.
Isn't it? It's a beta Pokemon.
I
though,
like the
dude.
beta one.
You-
It's literally a
are
Kamala is a
Scrooge.
beta Pokemon, and you don't like it.
Scrooge. No, I like the beta one. I do like the beta one a lot.
The beta one's good.
You
I
should look
think it should have been a grass type.
Yeah.
Like it's holding wood.
If it was, that would strengthen the whole like it's the log instead of the koala Pokemon theory.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But
That'd be
yeah,
epic, that's
this would let's choose this as a pick. I think Kamala needs an evolution. There's one where
that
like
one's yours then.
okay. Has everyone said theirs?
Yeah, but I want you to look up some male Salandit evolution.
Oh yeah, sure.
No, yeah, I win.
Do him some justice.
All right, well, we might have to cut this out. Male Salandit.
Just male Salandit.
Oh
The
yeah,
first
that
one.
is sick,
All of
dude.
these are good.
Yeah, I like that.
You want that?
I do
want
want
it.
it.
Look at Look at the skinny one. I think it was by Hoops, actually. Is a really good one down there.
Which one? This one?
Salobber.
Which one?
Salobber, right
Oh, yeah,
there.
right here? That is cool. That's true.
I need it.
Salobber. I like that.
So good.
I do like the name.
Wait, because it's like robber, but he's drooling a little bit, so it's like slobbering,
Slobber,
like he's like eating, he's like stealing and eating a bunch of like, bounty.
I will say, I want to just say for the record that I do like Salazzle. Like, it's a good Pokemon. It's just that I want a male.
It just also makes him a little uncomfortable. That's okay, so
that too.
Which is also fun, honestly. Yeah, there are really.
Oh, these are so cool.
This is so cool. It's ice poison type though. That's crazy.
I love it. I don't even care.
That's pretty cool.
The one next to it is really great too. So
this one,
Lemon Drip.
Salaman Drip.
Yeah, honestly, that'd be cool if there's like a regional Salandit, and then that regional line only the males evolve instead. Yeah,
this one I love too. I just love them all. Like, are we serious? Anything that they would do with it is probably a win for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm in. I like this one a lot. This is by Tricks Picks on DeviantArt. This is cool. Again, it looks like a Komodo dragon.
Yeah,
all right, I like that.
That would be epic.
I like that. All right, Generation 8.
Generation.
We're gonna say it all together. I think I know Souls.
Oh,
you do?
I don't think.
No,
I don't
you
think
don't.
mine is the same as y'all's. Yours is Pinkerton. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yours is mine. Wow.
I think I saw your list last week, but
Okay.
I think Pinkerton has so much potential out of all of like the droopy, lame, OMG, it's so soft and round, lolcats. Like out of that whole like genre of Pokemon, I like Pincurchin the best. I think it's super spiky and scary, and it's a sea urchin, and the colors, I think are just like striking.
I think this
it's just
is,
like
it's so
what
basic.
Is it? It's too basic.
It's like this needs to evolve.
Yeah.
There's tons of Gen 8 Pokemon that could still evolve.
Mm-hmm.
But
this is cute, dude.
But this one needs it
mouth.
so badly. And then if you look at evolutions of it, Dusty, please, it will there's so many good ones. There's like like that one right there.
This is cool. It's got like a Garganical or like a Gigalith. There's one I saw where I think it was Mr. DJ Walnuts where it comes out of his shell. It's like it was a cracked shell.
Tyranitar one.
What is it?
There was a Tyranitar like parody one.
Nice.
Yes, that's the evolution.
This is incredible. Mega Pincurchin.
My idea for it to be like change its species completely and become like a dragon sea slug kind of thing. Like just do a
This is the one I like.
Like a Remoraid to that one's really great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has the potential to become something insane.
Yeah.
I like the one if you go up a little bit. I like the like just simple one with the spikes.
This
one with the like helmet thing. It's just simple, but I like it.
It does change it a little bit.
It becomes more of a sea urchin almost, like just a full on sea urchin.
I would think they would need to make it a little bit different from Marini. Marini, I don't know if it's actually based on a sea urchin, but that's the same vibe that this gives me.
It's different.
They're
different.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, for me it's just like Pincurchin is
Pincurchin
is
make it Pinchurchin, and it's a Bible-based evolution.
Pinchurchin. For me, it can only get better. That's all there is to it. Yeah, Pinchurchin. It can only get better, right? It can only get better.
Well, I think
it's pasture evolution.
I think it's super cute at its base form, and something like this where you start seeing the innards. I guess I don't understand the inspiration behind it, or maybe what it is when you what this is I think is a sea urchin is spiky on top, but when you flip it upside down, you get all the goo or whatever the organism is on the inside.
Yeah,
so maybe that's what this
of it is like. Yeah, people eat the insides of it and all that.
Yeah, so that's what this must be, I guess. I don't know. Something like this is so different where it allows you to still enjoy the first stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So that was our pick, I guess.
What about you,
Lumi?
And before we go on, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
I guess Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's November 7th right now.
It's not Christmas yet.
It's Christmas time, Soul.
Yeah.
Oh.
We need a Mariah Carey Pokemon.
Marshall's was playing Christmas music. Office Depot had a tree up.
Oh, my parents put their tree up. Anyways,
I put my tree up.
so what's your Gen 8, Gen 9 Pokemon? No, what's your Gen 8 Pokemon?
Phalanx. Fighting Steel.
Very good. But what would you do with it? That's what puzzled me. Oh, I know.
Yep.
What's it called? A Trojan horse?
Yeah, that'd be
cool. I actually wouldn't like that. I would like maybe add some men, change formation, make those spikes grow out so it's like those shields where they're holding out like their little spikes out, you know?
Yeah. But wouldn't that just be another Phalanx?
Nah, because you're adding more. You're gaining more of them. Kind of like Mousehold, where it's just gaining more little ones, you know?
This one's
like
cool.
that.
Well, this is like a G-Max form.
The G-Max one is like incredible. That should exist.
Yeah.
I would do something similar to that for an evolution, though, because you see how it added more Phalanx, though.
This is cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it...
I think
I don't
it needs...
know how it evolves.
It's whether or not... I don't really care how it evolves, but it needs to still seem like a creature in the world, right? Like,
no, I don't mean like the method. I just mean like what it could evolve into, you know?
Yeah, like whatever.
I don't understand.
It's a different formation. A different army formation.
But then that seems like a form. That doesn't seem like an evolution.
Yeah, but you would add more men, so it'd be the same logic as why Mousehold is a...
Yeah, but Mousehold is a family. Executor...
and this is an army!
Execute is a nest of eggs.
Evolution.
This is an army.
You of all people want the Mousehold evolution, just like another mouse.
I think that one of the most valuable things about the franchise is that there are very different types of Pokemon and evolutions.
Sure.
And I think Phalanx does fit that lineup a lot better. So yeah, that's why I give it. Just slap the steel typing.
Wait,
on it.
Dusty, go back, please. Go back.
Where?
Go back like 3 times. Okay, wait. Now go up. Scroll up a little bit. I hope you went back to the right page. There was one that's incredible. It like has all. Yeah, go down. The one with all the colors.
This one?
Yes, this is the one. And I know it's a mega.
Sure.
But
I get you. Each one is different. They're like Power Rangers.
It's a Power Ranger now.
No, Lumi, that is right. Because I don't think they need to add. So there's 6 already. I don't think they need to add.
6.
They don't need to add like 7, 8, 9.
What
they need to do is change whatever the base Pokemon is. Or I think what would be better is choose one of the base Pokemon, the leader, to actually evolve a lot, and then the rest of them evolve a little bit, but they kind of linger, kind of like Dragapult has its babies up on its head, right? Yeah. I would do something like that.
I think this right here is a perfect evolution. Like, it would be insane to have all of them. Even if just the first one
like
changed
the Avengers,
and the rest.
Right? It's like the Pokemon.
I was thinking Power Rangers because they're color-coded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did this, like, predict low kicks, by the way? Is low kicks in the back there? Because this was before Gen 9. For sure.
Oh, right here?
Yeah.
They predicted low kicks.
It was before Gen 9. Anyway, when I was thinking of Phalanx, I was like, could it just become like a full giant caterpillar? Like grow like a million more little men that become into a big, like, sent to scorch.
Honestly, and if this was the final design of the evolution, it could have like Protean or something, right?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, that is a pretty good pick. I couldn't think of it at the time, but
there are better ones to pick, I think, in Gen 8. But
all
right, guys,
wasn't one of them. Gang.
We have come to our final generation, Generation 9. Let's give Generation 9 some new evolutions. There's a lot of Pokemon here that need evolutions. What are you guys picking?
Charizard.
Yep, that's my pick.
All right, so see you guys next time. Cloth was my pick.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Tell me about Cloth.
Cloth is a crab.
Okay. Yeah, you sure about that?
Oh, you want more?
You sure about that?
He's a good friend.
You sure about
what
that?
would you have this thing evolve into? I want it to evolve just so that it looks different because
if you look at the top of it, it's got like this rocky thing to it. I think it would be cool to like do like a tectonic plates type thing with it.
Sure.
I don't know. Like it gets really big. It's like its own landmass, kind of like Avalugg in a way.
Kind of like a Titan Cloth. Is that what we're talking about?
I like that.
but change in design too, not just bigger.
Yeah. I don't think that they'd be like.
But also, if they want to
this.
adapt it to the ocean, that would be pretty cool too, and it become like water and stuff.
I feel like that'd be too typical. I'd like for it to stay like it's.
This is cute. Give it a little baby. Give it a little baby, make it make sense in the world. I like that.
Little baby cloth.
That's cute.
He's a little baby cloth.
I like the baby. I do.
I get that. I
just don't know how it could evolve. Like I don't see what it could become really. I can't.
Just a bigger crab. So what is it based on? What is Clef based on?
A crab. It's got some inspiration from the stone crab, and then also the horsehair crab. I think is what it's called. It's the big one.
Like that's all I can see is like more of the hair, basically.
Yeah. What is
That'd be cool. Give it fluffy.
Yeah, fluffy crab.
Tangled hair.
I respect you because you like it. That's why you want it to evolve, but I just don't.
I don't see anything there. Would you give it another type? Because it's just rock.
Yeah, I said, if you wanted to do like the tectonic plates route, you could go ground. If you wanted to, adapt it to the water rock would also be fine.
Yeah, I don't know if those are good types.
Honestly, if you wanted to like the hair, kind of make it like those magnetic little bristles, you could do like rock electric or rock steel.
Sure. Yeah.
Kind of like with a Alolan Golem. What's going on with it?
Yeah, that's true. All right, what's next, guys?
I'm trying to look for mine. You go first, Dusty, because I had a picture for mine, actually. You have a Gen 9?
Yeah, so my Gen 9 is Scovillain.
Yeah.
That's kind of basic, right? But that's the one I feel.
It does need it,
And it's such a cool Pokemon.
Was that your soul?
No, it's not.
Oh, you said that's the one, so
I know, because it's
that's the one that needs it.
I was on the verge between Scovillain and mine, like, very much so.
And I think... Listen, I don't think Scovillain is a bad design. It's actually grown on me so much.
I like those. Look at the yellow, green, and red.
Yeah.
Look at the Fakemon for it already. There's just incredible
There's so
ones.
many... Yeah, I feel like I've featured this everywhere. Everyone's got the yellow head. I think it's a great...
There's other ones.
It's such a cool Pokemon. I've definitely done tons of videos on this. Mr. DJ Walnut has a great one on that where it looks like a Hydra. This is literally a Hydreigon. Yeah.
That would be honestly cool. Like if they made the evolution like a lookalike to Hydreigon.
Sure, that would be cool. That is true. It could like evolve into a lookalike. That's interesting.
Right.
I think they're gonna do that eventually.
But I just think it's a clean Pokemon. It's a nice design. It just feels like okay, it's not delivering on potential. That's really what it comes down to. But as far as what the evolution would be, pretty straightforward. It would remain fire and grass type, but look a little bit more like a Hydra. Maybe have a third head. I think also, I don't know. I think I feel like it would really come down to like how you would want to depict it or how you would want to create the anatomy of the Pokemon, because this is kind of cool where it's got that Hydreigon thing where its hands are the heads, which I think is cool, and it looks like it would be stomping, kind of like or running really quickly, like a raptor. It's got a long tail. I think that's cool. Let's take a look at what are these, like jalapeno?
Yeah, they're just different peppers. I don't know exactly what peppers they are.
They kind of look very similar to bell peppers.
Yeah,
even though
they do.
Hot.
Yeah, just with the shape of the head.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. Then there's something. Now my brain's kind of thinking like, what if they were sun dried, or what if they were cooked, right? This is
give it well-baked body as an ability.
Yeah, right. And then all of a sudden, or you pickle them with like an acid or something. I don't know. And Pokemon might do that, right? What happens when you harvest the chili pepper, right? What do you do with it after? I could see them
do the Hydra thing, but have make it like yellow and orange, and have like the red bell peppers still around its neck. It's been cracked open. So it's like the Hydra thing where like they cut open the red head and it's split into two new ones.
That's actually a great idea too, because like obviously with a plant, with a vegetable, right? The seeds are on the inside. Yeah. So when you rip it open and then maybe it's decayed for like a week, all these new ones come sprouting out of it. We might see something like that's a great idea. We might see something like that with Applin down the line. But yeah, that's the thing. That's my
thing
pick.
Though is like Diplin's evolution or whatever is gonna like kind of negate this, unless it's like this happens generations from now, you know.
Sure.
So,
oh shoot! So I just saw your Skarmory evolution you sent, and the trust.
yes, all good.
Solid.
It's not really a Skarmory evolution, actually. It was just like a random fake mon, but it's like it could be a Skarmory.
I mean, yeah, it looks like I assumed it was.
Yeah.
But it's very cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think next?
For my pick, it's actually Orthworm.
Orthworm.
That's interesting. Another Titan.
Solid. Yeah.
It was very like hard to choose because I wanted to pick Scovillain as well, but Orthworm could become like a speed train or something. You know what I mean? Like I just want it to be like more pointy and fix its eyes. You know what I mean? It's just like put the eyes on the side and make like someone. I was looking for art because someone did this amazing art of it.
Right here.
Like it's not that one, but it's basically the same. It's just that the drill, like it has a drill face. Like the whole face is a drill.
Like this?
Not exactly. It's still different. It's not. I don't think you're gonna find it. He's a YouTuber that does things like this, like makes up fake mon.
That's cool.
Artist, and I can't find the picture of it, but
is it this?
Yeah, it would just. That's cool too, but no, it's still different.
I like this a lot more now.
Yeah, I just think that Orthworm could be so much better, and it could become something else.
I totally agree. The problem to me with Orthworm is how goofy its face is, which is probably intentional to make it like this. You know, it's probably a Ryan Johnson type, pivot, or what do they call it? Like it's like an upset, right? You think the tremor creature in the ground is going to be this horrible thing, like a Steelix, and then it ends up just being like a funny little worm.
It kind of killed me on the inside because when I heard about like there being a worm Pokemon, like especially Earthworm that we've never had before, I was like, that card of it right there is really cool.
Right here,
the one with them jumping. The one with them jumping.
The one with them jumping in the desert.
Like I'm picturing that, but like more like bullet train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when it was revealed, I was so this is the most disappointing mon for me of Generation 9 because I want it to be amazing and it wasn't.
The biggest mistake of this one, and they would have to do it if they gave it a bullet train evolution, but it has the fists and they can punch really fast. I wish they gave it bullet punch.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I mean, it would have had a priority move for its stab. Oh.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, it's not that I don't like Orthworm either. I still do like it, but it's just it's too goofy. It's like, man,
it's so
it could
goofy.
Be so much better. It could be so much better.
For me, I mean, honestly, no, you're making a good point. Some of these are really cool.
Really
I like how fearsome this looks, but I think the reason this will never happen, and I'm noticing even more elements of this now, it's too similar to Steelix, right? It's a red Steelix. It's got this jaw. It's got a horn. It's got angry eyes. It's a massive Earthworm, steel type snake, and it's even got these these horns sticking out of its body, just like Steelix. So
100%.
Whatever they do, it's gonna be different.
When it was leaking, I was like, we're getting a new Steelix.
Yeah,
because it was just like literally a Steelix. But
I think this is cool because if you essentially make it like a train, right?
The train is the thing.
And if it had, I don't know. I think that actually makes a lot of sense. And Pokemon could hop on it and ride it around. Like, that makes sense. If it's a train that can go anywhere because it's an Earthworm, that's great. I like that. I do like that. All right, now that we're finished, we've got a little surprise.
We, as in our beloved Discord friends.
Yes, Apolloverse Man, who is one of our patrons. Special thanks to you, Apolloverse Man. They said they got bored and they calculated like the winners of like all the responses to my tweet where I put out this evolutions thing. They calculated like what the winners were for each one through the responses and quote tweets and whatnot. So for Kanto, it seems that the most popular option was Jinx.
Yeah.
None of us said Jinx.
Yeah, none of us said Jinx.
I just don't want to touch Jinx. Like just pretend it doesn't exist.
You're right. You're right.
I thought
followed by Dugong. I actually like Dugong. I would have said Dugong. Seeking's just there's so many in Kanto.
They're very similar though. Dugong and Seeking are very similar.
Dugong is the form thing for me. Like I need it. Okay. I already love Dugong, so I want it to be like Mega Dugong or like a regional variant of Dugong. That's what I really want.
I think its design is so plain.
It wasn't Souls, but he touched on it.
How about Lapras got 5 points though, bro? I'm not alone.
I'm shocked by that.
I'm not alone.
But listen, I think for Lapras, people like the design, so they want to see more of it. Dugong, its design is so lackluster. And there is potential there. I actually thought Soul. I thought you were going to vote for this. So that
No,
makes
dude,
sense.
I love Dugong, but that's the thing. I would vote for it, but I really would prefer it to have a form more than that.
Sure.
You
I
know,
can
honestly,
understand that.
I think it would have an evolution like Annihilate, because Annihilate, in some ways, feels like a ghost type, like a form of Primeape, right?
It could be kind of like they could do your little global warming idea with Dugong, Dusty.
That's true.
What would it do?
Just dies.
I mean, the seals they need the ice too.
Yeah, he'd just be like a brown seal now.
But then for Johto, these were all ours or we touched on this. Ledion, Soul, you did mention that you'd prefer a form for it. Noctowl was my pick, and Skarmory was both of your picks.
Well, that's cool. That's really
to be
cool.
honest, I'm happy with any of those getting an evolution.
I know I would be like they're all great.
Static.
I think so far through Johto on this ranking, I'm happy with any of them, like Dugong, Lapras. I mean, Jinx I don't care about, but I can understand that there's a market for a Jinx evolution.
Is there?
I can't believe.
There clearly is.
That's
number
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
All right, so
for Hoenn,
we've got Mightyena, Kecleon, and Absol. So
I said Kecleon.
Yeah,
neither of your picks on there. Good God.
Mightyena was my second pick for Gen 3 because it needs it.
Yeah, people have been thinking about that a lot too because we anticipated an evolution for it.
People wanted the Blood Moon Mightyena,
which would have been cool.
That would have been pretty cool.
Kecleon, you did say that Absol to me has an evolution. I'm sorry, it has a
it's
mega
got
evolution.
Yeah,
and I was gonna say Altaria as well, and I was like, but it has a mega evolution. And what do? You make it look like the mega, right?
Right.
It's not that they couldn't evolve them further, especially now with I think in Blueberry Academy or just with Diplin, I think that and Archaludon, they both had Gmax forms, but they're like evolving still. So it's not like they couldn't evolve.
It's not like they can't.
Yeah, it can, but it's
it
just
kind of then
evolution.
overrides the mega to me.
Mega evolution is like their fourth evolution. It's like they wouldn't.
No,
design
I've never seen it like
something
that.
else. It's like Digi-evolution, bro.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is.
Digimon.
That rabbit gives me nightmares.
But I
same episode, bro.
I think it's like because to me, I'm like, if Scizor can evolve, Scyther feels like a completely different Pokemon, right? I feel like Scyther could also evolve, but have like I don't know.
Scyther evolved twice. Why you want Scyther to evolve again?
We do need another Scyther evolution.
We do. Mega, right? Like Cleavor could get its own Mega Evolution. I think Mega Evolution,
crazy.
The way I understand it, is that Mega Evolution is pulling on a like primal DNA from its past and bringing those traits out. So
yes. I understand this. I'm just saying, like in design wise, they're like.
Yeah, let's not.
Evolution kind
you
of
got this, so you don't need another thing. That's kind of what it turns out.
Now, for Sinnoh, though, we have Carnivine, which none of us said.
No.
I did say Cricketune, and then there's Floatzel.
Yeah,
Carnivine is a
Carnivine's
good pick.
Yeah.
Floatzel's fine, but it already feels pretty big already. I feel like it doesn't.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, what are they gonna do with it?
Where's my trash can?
Yeah.
Floatzel. You can float in the trash.
It down the drain. It's stuck on its back.
Still better than that rabbit.
Druddigon, okay.
For you to vote Druddigon at first, as he should be.
Can I say 18 points for Druddigon and 16 points for Ladian?
Go down a little bit so I don't know if we can see it. Okay.
Yeah, Druddigon, Maractus, and Heatran. Heatran / Durant?
Yeah.
Because they're counterparts, so the two of them together would make sense if they evolved.
I agree. I would be a little upset if Durant got one and Heatran did not.
I wouldn't, just because Heatran is the predator, basically. You know what I mean? Like it beats Durant.
But if Durant is getting a Kevin Durant evolution, Heatmore's gonna need to evolve to compete with
that's
that.
true.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
He turns into Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Did Kevin Durant ever play for the Heat, the Miami Heat?
I don't know, bro. You're the basketball person.
I'm the basketball person.
I think compared to us.
All right.
Lily, do you know anything about basketball?
I used to watch basketball, but it has been many, many moons.
I like to imagine. What do you guys? It's like the chicken or the egg. I feel like Heatran was like normal type, and then Durant developed the steel type coating, and then Heatran was like, I need to adapt and become fire type and now I'm super effective against the thing that I eat. So like maybe Durant evolves to have heat proof or to be water type or Right, like it needs to evolve. Maybe it becomes like
I was
rock type.
with what we put before. Yeah, rock type would be cool. Like if you remember the picture from before, I was just thinking like a stronger Durant. Even though it's still weak, it would still be weak to fire. Just the same type and everything. But rock would be cool too, especially with that drawing because it had like crystals coming out of it.
Because it would resist the fire.
Yeah, rock and flying or something or bug. I don't know.
Lumi,
Anyway.
Lumi, what are the Kalos ones? Oh,
Heliolisk is number 1 at 21
points.
I told you that was
actually,
a good one.
You'll see that it is the winner of all the Pokemon on here to get an evolution.
Do you know?
Then Hawlucha, I did say. Noivern, I'm insulted by. Noivern does not need an evolution.
Yeah.
No, it should. If anything, like a Mega would be cool, but
it's
so
perfect.
big already.
Yeah, it doesn't need anything.
So I like these people because they're picking Pokemon that they like and that are good that need additional forms.
Which is what Game Freak would do.
Yeah.
Like
with sick.
With Heliolisk though, I'm sad we didn't look at any like art of it because there are like I would picture it being like a straight up dinosaur. Do you know spoilers. We already got through all of them anyway. But do you know like Jurassic Park with that one dinosaur that like spits the stuff at that one guy? Yeah, and Frills.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is.
Well, no, this is actually a lizard, right? There's a lizard in Australia that this is based off of. Then it could evolve further into the straight up dinosaur version of it and like be bigger and crazier. I like that, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that one's good.
So the one that you just said you didn't like?
Well,
that's actually what it would be.
The open one.
Yeah, well, when it's open,
that's
it's
the
got these,
dinosaur
like,
up
wings.
there. Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. Oh yeah, right here.
It'd be cool too if it spit
This is literally my
electricity.
favorite artist. This is the person who did my Dredagon.
He's killing it. Oh, of course he's the guy that did your Dredagon. That makes so much sense, bro.
Look at that.
He's like one of my favorite Fakemon artists.
Totally. Dude, look at this.
Kills.
Yeah, he is really good.
We'll try to put like links to some of these people in the description. But oh, dude, this is so cool. This is so cool.
There's some other great concepts too. This concept is the art is amazing. The concept's not.
You see how he's on all fours?
Favorite.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So back to Soul's vision. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Like this.
It is exactly what the vision is. But
I would want it to be a little bulkier, right? Because it's so slender already. But anyways, I didn't realize this was out in the world. I love that so much. All right, so yeah, cool. So Heliolisk, Hawlucha, Lumi had that. Noivern, okay. Alola, oh nice, dude. People are with me.
How
with
did
Drampa like
dude? Every single one of ours are right here. Drampa,
and then Male Salandit. And
by 1 point.
Honorable mention Kamala.
By 1 point, bro. I'm probably one of those, so I can't add mine to it either.
Yeah.
I saw this thread, but I was offline during the conversation. But I Drampa would have been at 10. I would have contributed to a lot of these. Dredagon would have been at 19.
Yeah, so we talked about that
already. We overlooked Unova. You guys didn't even mention Maractus. Or I mentioned it, but... Maractus needs an evolution.
It does, but
why does it suck? It doesn't suck. It's just like, it's plain.
Just don't need it.
Guys,
pretty awful.
Do I have to show you a picture?
No,
please. You don't. For Galar, we have...
It's so cute.
At least do an evolution. Like, show us a picture of an evolution.
It does have weird eyes.
But I like its eyes, actually.
I think it's so cute.
Things on its head.
Oh, this is cursed.
That's horrifying.
That's not real.
That's not real.
I hate that so much.
I don't know.
Show us an evolution.
That's almost as bad as Soul's Rabbit.
Dusty, go to an evolution, like potential evolution. That one right there would be awful. I would be like, just take it back. I like the long one. Oh, I love the pepper one too. That was subjectively, if I remember right.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. No.
Bro, that's what I want.
But it's not a. It's a cat. It needs to be a cactus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't want it to turn into like a woman. It's just a woman.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Already a woman. It's already a woman.
It's just
a man.
It's just a dancing girl. Person.
Yep.
Why?
Person. Oh, robot version. Let's go.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Paradox Maractus.
Delta
Future
Maractus.
Paradox. I'll
That's
take that
sick.
one.
That would be cool. I guess there's really not a lot of art. It could use a baby.
Oh, a dinosaur one? There we go, Dusty. Now I'm on board.
There it is. See, that's cool because
that's all I need.
Kaiju Maractus, dude. I love the Maractus community. Dude, this is crazy. I've never looked at any of these.
Community.
We are a community. Oh, this one's good.
We are a
The
community.
Sundor region.
I do like it, but I don't like it. I don't want a little person miraculous.
Yeah, I get
you. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I don't look at it like a person because it like doesn't have feet, and it's like one of the things. It has antenna, and it has horns, and it has arms. It's like a
Wait,
bug.
so if it has feet, it's a person?
Oh, here we go. This is the one.
Torkoal is a person?
That is
Yeah,
literally-
Torkoal. What do you? Who on Twitter right now is making? He's making every single Pokemon into a crab. Because that is
Cran.
that's literally like
It's so good.
That was
though.
like
They're so good.
so good. Like we had a meme, and then like that's a separate thing, but it's just so validating.
He's a good guy. He's funny. Anyway,
right.
Galar.
Phalanx. Lumi got a
Phalanx,
point.
like I said.
Oh, Bolton.
Eldegoss
I didn't-
and Boltund or Ice Cube.
That's true.
I don't think Ice Cube needs it, to be honest. But
I
Boltund,
thought
see.
about all those. It's tough, man. I think that Pinchurchin needs it more.
Yeah, Eldegoss is. I don't like this line.
I do. I like Eldegoss a lot. I almost feel like it's already complete though to me. That's why I really didn't suggest this one in my mind.
Oh, this one's crazy. It's like a ghost type.
It could. There's potential for it to go further, but I don't know.
See,
I
these
just feel like
evolutions just like make it look like a big Eldegoss.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But the other one's like Boltund. I don't know how much farther that could go.
It's just a dog, and I don't like the dog. Right? Like its stupid tongue. Ugh, I don't. Boltund is F tier for me.
We're not there yet, but yeah. I
Yeah,
agree.
well, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. All right, yeah.
That might
Back
be
to
a
the
little-
list. We got finally for Paldea, Scovillain,
Co-villains,
Spidops, and Grafai. Grafai could be really cool.
Grafai
I don't
is
think
one
it's
of
needed.
no, it is. It's one of the biggest contenders I think for Gen 9 is Grafai.
Really?
100%. It needs something else. Everyone in the whole world was like, "This is the final evolution." Like people were surprised that it got a pre-evolution.
I know the pre-evolution is hideous, dude. What is this?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
F tier, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not there yet. This thing's
No,
kind
we
of
did.
cute.
We did Gen 9 already, actually.
Oh, we
but
did
that's
do
fine.
Gen 9.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we
did.
started with Gen 9.
Oh yeah.
We might redo. Gen
Where are
9
the
eventually.
evolutions? Like this is kind of creepy.
We'll redo Gen 9 when we're at the end.
We
like
should,
when
yeah.
Gen 10 gets announced in that dead period.
Like this is cool.
We'll do Gen 9 again because by then we'll have the new Blueberry Academy mons, probably some new mons. And,
I have
And
different
to put,
takes
to put them all
already.
together.
Like I
you
have
know?
different
Yeah.
takes.
yeah,
Like
Yeah, because they're so new.
yeah, and you'll
So
have different takes too. Exactly.
and then
anyway,
we've got
Grafai I could make
yeah.
it.
That's it.
And the winners are.
And the winners are
They're good
Heliolisk.
winners.
Heliolisk,
Those are all good
Ledian,
winners
and
for me.
Druddigon.
Try again, then Ledian.
Man. All right.
I just want to say that this would have been completely different before Gen 9. Like Dunsparce would be there, Duraludon would have
Yeah.
Giraffere.
I don't know that Duraludon would have, but Dunsparce, yeah.
It was for me. Duraludon was my number one Gen 8 pick
See,
for sure.
this is the thing. Duraludon is like Lapras to me, where I'm like, how could it evolve if it's already so big, right? The
Mhm.
design seems so specific, but thankfully the evolution feels really specific, at least from what we can tell of where it's going to be, which is going to be in Unova. So
Yeah. Cool.
that's what we can think of. But anyways,
Boom.
all right,
That's my list.
that's my list. So any sort of post-game reflection?
I wish
Mine
that we
is
could.
better than y'all's.
I wish that we could go back and
Talk
look
about
at
all of
the,
them, right?
the potential ones because
Yeah.
there's so many, but
I wish we
that would
could,
take forever.
I wish I could go back time and, remove that horrible, horrible rabbit from my
Yeah.
brain
Oh.
forever.
That's so sad, man. That's like one of my favorite Digimon.
Well,
The
It's a good
Digimon's
one.
cool. I have it right here. No, that's not it.
ah,
I actually don't like that other one, the bigger one, but
This one's so cool.
ah,
This looks like Diancie, doesn't it?
a little bit.
It does if the Nancy was bad.
I do actually. This is horrible. It's making me think of something. It's not Avatar.
It's just horrible.
It's not. Well, it's like scary, you know. It's.
It is. It's demonic.
What does it
looking.
make me think of? Did you guys ever watch
Rabbit.
Evangelion? What is it called?
No.
Where like
I
they
never
have
watched it, but yeah.
the angels that are like they're like demons.
I've never
And
watched
I
it.
think maybe that's what I'm thinking
Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, something like that. But
Didn't they do that? The Angels were bad, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's the same.
You should see what that Digi-evolves into.
Oh, here,
Just look it up.
It evolves further than that?
Yeah, that's like the middle kind of thing.
What's it called?
Well, it's horrifying.
It's Antalamon. It's really hard to. It's look. There's a Y. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
Antilamon.
Evolution. Digivolution.
Oh yeah, of course it becomes a demon. Cherub.
I can't even see it.
Cherubimon. It's literally Cherubimon.
Cherubimon.
Of course. It's literally.
I love the Wendangomon too.
Wendigo. That's. Oh my gosh! It literally becomes a demon.
And it's named after Cherubi.
Well, anyways, I'm not sleeping tonight, but I hope all of you watching
I love this
are.
Digimon line. It's great. My crazy rabbits.
Well, yeah, thank you guys for listening. Special shout out to our mythical tier channel members, Bramtastic, Jasco, Timothy Chu, Trash Panda. Really appreciate you guys. And a special shout out to Drogain. He is currently an Arceus tier channel supporter. And honestly, we love all of you guys. We talk to you all the time in the Discord, so love you guys very much. Also, if you want a physical gift from us, you have to be a channel member or a Patreon supporter. And I think what's the deadline? November. The last day of November. The last day of November.
I gotta harp on this a little bit and just say it looks amazing, and it's just like a sketch right now or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever we got going on is like the base thing, so it's already looking really fire.
Yeah. It's gonna be some official art. It's gonna be some cool stuff. We're gonna send it to you. There'll be a handwritten letter. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be great. And yeah, so the requirements for that, you gotta become a channel member or a Patreon supporter by the last day of November. And then also, obviously, to get that reward, we need your address. So whenever you join the Discord, or if you join Patreon, there's a DM on Patreon. You can DM us on Discord, or you can send us your address at hiddenpowerpodcast@gmail.com. hiddenpowerpodcast@gmail.com. I think that should be the last of our call to action. But we love you guys very much. We'll see you soon. Watch this other video right here. See you very soon. Peace.
Bye.